Welcome to the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. I'm your host, Sheldon Moore. That is my co host, my brother in crime, Charles Jackson. How are we doing, brother?
Doing all right, man. How you feeling?
I'm okay. Came up on some money, man. You know,
Nah,
betting.
forget you, man. Forget you, man.
Y'all, you know what's so
Chad,
funny?
he be
Well,
going
he
against the
said
grain, Chad. He be going against the
he
grain, man.
y'all he has to know. If we're being honest, I'm gonna say 20 plus bets a day. That's a lot of bets. Are you
That
really
ain't
gonna
got nothing
copy
to do.
20 plus?
I
Are
ain't
you
gonna
gonna
copy
copy
20
20
plus,
plus?
but you can still send them. I might
Oh,
probably copy 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but I ain't, you know what I'm saying? You can still send them.
you're right. I could, but let's be honest, brother. I don't be thinking about you at that time. I be trying to
I
put these
told you,
bets in.
y'all. This nigga talking about his brother in crime, but don't want to think about me when it's time to make some. See? He be going against the grain, Chad.
Don't worry, man. We got fantasy this year, so well, you won't be winning some money. I'll be winning it. I'll
Shit.
be taking.
Shit.
All right,
You didn't
y'all
win last year. I won last year.
win. Oh, in your league, I was talking
Uh,
about
you
combination
talking
of
about
both.
what? You talking about basketball and
Which one?
football?
I was talking about football right now. Since it's football
Oh,
right now, I was just talking about football. I was talking about
yeah.
football.
I won in both last year, basketball and football. I don't. Did you win last year? In anything?
No, I didn't.
All right
No,
then. All right then.
bro. Bro, man's been in my basketball league forever. Say he got the best team every year after we do the
And I
draft.
do. And I
I,
do.
and why you ain't never hold up the
And I do.
trophy? You never hold up the
Man,
trophy?
injuries and injuries and scheduling, man.
Oh,
Fantasy is a
okay.
crazy whatchamacallit. It's a lot of things that go into it. Luck, you
Man's
need luck to
made
win.
man's made his sleeper league 2 years ago. Didn't even win his own league inaugural season. Who took the W? Who won? I
I
did.
don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
You
okay.
stuck in the past. They in
Oh
2026. We in
no!
2026,
Oh
man.
no! Now watch y'all. He gonna say his dynasty league. Man, I got my team good now. My team good now. Cause first
Now I got
year
something the
it
worst
was the
going.
injury bug that killed him in the first
Yeah,
year.
that's facts. That's facts though. That's facts. And then the
Last year,
second year I tanked. I tanked last year so I could what no. The first year I tanked and it was injuries. So I can get a high draft pick. Last year I made the playoffs, made it to the second round, and I lost. So, it's only up from here. I don't even think you made playoffs last year.
I didn't. Not last year. I
Mm.
didn't.
Man,
I
you
didn't
talking
last
shit
year.
about me, niggas couldn't even make
I
playoffs.
didn't. I didn't last year. But I have a championship though.
That's cool.
Now that's cool.
That's cool. My time
now,
coming. I
now
got a chip
that's cool.
too. I got a couple chips.
Where? Oh, the ESPN one,
ESPN. Yeah.
bro. That was crazy last year, bro. Malik Neighbors got injured in week 3. I said, GG's, bro. GG's, man. It's over for me. Ain't nothing I can do. Like, what am I supposed to do if my best receiver
Exactly.
gets hurt, and then I had Jaden Daniels, who was hurt majority of the year? Like, what do you want me
Fantasy
to
is about luck.
do?
Fantasy is about luck and health. Luck, health, and scheduling. If you got all three on your side that year, you'll win. We seen a
Hopefully,
team 4-10 win.
oh,
A team that was 4-10
oh yeah.
win.
Hey, that's not supposed to happen, bro. I'm
No, it's
sorry.
not.
It's
It's
not
not.
supposed to happen.
That's why there's no more 18 playoffs. It's 16 only. The ones that's supposed to make it
Oh,
are
so
gonna
this
be the
year's
ones that
6?
make it. Yeah, I changed this
Oh,
for
you
all
changed
of them.
it.
It's 6.
Oh,
All of
oh,
them is
even
6.
in the sleeper too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn. Okay, yeah. I gotta step my
Mm-hmm.
game up then.
No, last year it was 6-2. I think last year it was 6-2.
The sleeper was it
Mm-hmm.
6? Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
I
I think
think yeah,
so.
you're right. You're right. Sleeper was 6. The ESPN wasn't what the ESPN
Yeah,
wasn't
it was
6.
8.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no way a 4 or 10, bro.
bro.
That's like
I
the
ain't gonna say he had the worst team, but his team, he was 4-10 for a reason. And then his players got hot during playoffs, and he won. Like that's crazy.
yeah, man. Fantasy football is here. Preseason actually starts today. Well, it started last week,
Hmm.
but we got more games tonight.
The
So
Cardinals
football
play
is
tonight, right?
yes, they do. They play against the Raiders. They played last week too in the Hall of Fame game. But yes, hey, that boy Carson Beck looked pretty decent. I ain't gonna
He
cap.
taking
Carson,
he taking the Jacoby Brissett's job.
he has to light it up the rest of the preseason to do that, bro.
Mm.
And that's the only
Shit,
way
I mean, it
he has
wouldn't
to
even
light it
matter,
up.
Marvin. I'm looking at all the training camp videos. Marvin Harrison can't catch the ball. Look like can't nobody on the team catch the ball. I seen everybody
He on
dropping
your
the
team.
ball.
He
I
on your
know
team
that.
too.
I know that.
He gonna bench
Don't
him.
worry. I got some. I got a trade in the works right now. Hopefully, it comes to fruition before the season start. It's a
You
big
know what's
trade
funny?
too.
You
It's a
know what's
big
funny?
trade.
One of them trying to finesse each other. They
Who?
trying to
What you talking
finesse
about?
each other.
Nah.
I don't know who
I
this
don't.
guy.
Man,
I don't know who this
I don't
person
do
is.
no
I don't
finessing,
know this
man.
person.
I don't do. I make fair trades. You can't name me one football trade that I did that was a finesse.
I don't think in the football leagues. I don't. No, in the sleeper league first year. No, that wasn't. I think what was that the CD Lamb trade? That wasn't bad. That wasn't a bad trade.
Yeah, I don't make
I
bad
think.
trades, man.
I think Marvin Harrison was just. I don't know who you got in that trade. I think somebody just didn't do anything that first year. I think somebody just didn't
Yeah.
do anything. But yeah, football is back. Fantasy is back. But we gotta get started in NBA. We gotta talk about a legend first. Russell Westbrook has retired in the NBA. Probably arguably one of the best. He is one of the best point guards in NBA history, one of the best guards in NBA history. He's a 9-time All Star, 2-time scoring champion, 3-time assist champ, 9-time All NBA, All Rookie Team in 2008-09, 2-time All Star MVP, the 2017 MVP, and he's a player in the NBA 75th anniversary team. So, what are your thoughts on Russell Westbrook retiring in the NBA?
I mean, you already know. I never really liked Russell Westbrook, but I respect his game. I respect the intensity that he played with. I respect the passion that he played with. I respect his motor. I respect his game. I thought that he could have been better than what he was. But I respect the talent. I respect him as a player. He tried his hardest to go out there and achieve what every NBA player wants, was a championship. He didn't quite get that done, but he played. I think he played the game the right way. I think that any young guy coming up or any young lady coming up, if they want to look at how to play the game and um, how to be passionate about the game, you should watch Russell Westbrook. He's a definition of passion. He's a definition of intensity. He's a definition of hard work. Um, Even battling injuries, playing hurt, going through adversity. I think he did that pretty well. So yeah, I respect Russ.
Russell Westbrook is one of my favorite players ever. When we always used to play my career in the rec and stuff like well, I didn't play rec, but you know what I'm talking about. I used to always wear
Mhm.
number 0 because Westbrook made number 0 look cool. In my opinion, he made it look cool. Russell Westbrook is a great point guard. Like Charles said, could he have been probably better than what he is? Yeah, he could have. He could have been probably say a better shooter, better passer, but he was still a really good player, a superstar in the game. He played the game the right way. Played with heart, hustle, never cheated the game. I think everybody in the league respected him. Everybody knew he was a great teammate. I've never heard no bad things about Westbrook, only from the outside media, but I've never heard one player talking negatively about Russell Westbrook. Never. That's why I don't see all the hate. And I think it's just because of the game, like his game. That's why some people don't like him. But he was a good player. He started the triple double. He averaged a triple double for the season. for the first time since Oscar Robertson back in 2017. Then he did it for the next 3 years, not in a row, but he did it 3 years after that. He's a great player. He will miss. And yesterday made me realize we're our players that we grew up watching. It's about that time. It's going to come to an end soon. That we're going to see a lot of our childhood superstar players leave the game. I think it's only 2 players left from that draft, and I think it said what I think it's DeAndre Jordan and Brook Lopez. That's it. Those are the only 2 guys left from that draft class, which is crazy. And I'm gonna miss Russ. I like Russ as a player. He a dog. Man. Where do you rank? I know you say you don't like him, but where would you rank Russell Westbrook as a point guard in NBA history? Where would you rank him?
He's definitely top 10 for sure. I give him top 10 for sure. I would have to go through. I'm thinking in my head right now where I'll put him, but I know for a fact he's top 10 for sure. And he did average a triple double for 3 seasons straight. He did it for 3 seasons, missed one, and then averaged it again. So
for 4 years, so 4 years in total.
Yeah. So man, why would I put Westbrook?
Honestly,
He's
though,
top 10 for sure. He's top 10 for sure.
If we're going like just point guards, he's probably like 6 through 8.
Yeah. I can't put him in my top 5. I ain't gonna lie, but
it depends on who
10.
who is your top 5 point guards all time though. It don't got to be an order. It don't have to be no order. Just off the top of your head though. Like I mean, obviously you can name Chris Paul, Magic, Steph, Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd. Yeah.
I mean, he's better than Steve Nash. He's better than him. He's better than Oscar.
I got Kyrie in my top 5. I ain't gonna
lie. That's interesting. That's interesting. Is that more bias?
Probably.
Okay. I never heard nobody actually put Kyrie Irving in top 5 or top 10 point guards of all time, though. Like,
I'm the first.
You might be low key. You
still
actually
got Oscar. Do you put Oscar above him? Then you still got. He's better than John Stockton for sure.
I don't think you really was messing with John Stockton anyway. No cap.
AI is technically
okay. Question:
guard,
is Shai Gilgeous in like top 10?
I mean, I don't like putting even like with Jokic, like I don't like putting active players in that high up yet. I want to see what their career finishes out.
But I'm saying
accurate.
Jokic is probably a top 10 center ever already. He's a top 10 center.
Yeah, I mean, I know that. I'm just saying I don't like putting ranking players in that high yet until their career is over with. I mean, but the trajectory Shai is going on, he can.
Then how the hell is Kyrie Irving top 5 and his career ain't over with?
Well, that man got like 3-4 years left. We seen the majority of Kyrie's career.
No, bro.
Shai still got like another 10 years.
How do you know Kyrie has 4 years left though? How do you know that?
Bro, that man old as that's Uncle Drew, man. He old as shit. Kyrie's what, 35? 36?
But somehow he's 35, but somehow he's in the top 5. Kyrie is 34. He's 34.
He's 35.
Come on,
that man is old.
No.
And he's coming off major injuries, man, bro. Kyrie ain't got that long, bro. We've seen Kyrie for 14 years. We only seen Shai for what, 5, 6? No, 8 years.
But look what he's done already. But look what he's done already, though. He has 2 MVPs, a championship, and a Finals MVP. Look what he's done already.
His trajectory is very high right now. I
Okay,
don't
is
want
he
to
a
put him
top
in the
10
top
point
10
guard of
yet.
all time yet?
I don't want to.
Not
I
even,
just told you I don't
not
want to put him.
10.
I don't want to put him there. I don't want to put him there yet until his career is finished, or until he's at the end of his career at least.
So I'm guessing we doing the same thing for Luka. Even
Mm-hmm.
though we know he's probably gonna go down as one of the best point guards ever. Like look what Luka's done already in his career. I mean, technically he has no accolades, but look at what he's done already. Luka is arguably at least number 10 in point guards. I don't know. Like Kyrie, I'm not mad at number 5. I'm not mad that you got him at 5. I just never heard nobody say he's a top 5 point guard of all time. I just never heard that. Especially when you have to add in all
Then my
accolades.
boy was on the top 75 team. Kyrie was on the top 75 team, then got removed because of that whole COVID shit. So it's like, you can't deny that. You can't deny that.
But I'm gonna be this. I guess I got to be that guy. Is he really on top 75 though?
Yes,
Got to be that guy.
He was on there. Then they removed him.
When we type in top 75, we won't see it.
Man,
we just won't. We just won't.
We know the truth.
Yes, we know he was gonna be on there. We all saw the little video of him, like the introduction of him being there. Yes, we saw that. But no kid would never know that. They're going to when a kid who's probably say 12 right now looks up who was the top 75 players of all time, they're not gonna see Kyrie Irving. They're just not. Unless you tell them, like, hey, Kyrie Irving was supposed to be a top 75 player, but he got in some BS.
It's the same thing they doing now. It's certain stuff that they keep hidden from us that, I can't even really go too much into that, but
I have no clue what you're talking about.
No, I'm saying like in general in life, there's certain things
you're talking about
that happen in life that they try to erase from history. This is one of those things.
I mean,
you can't take that away from my boy. You can't take that away from my boy. My boy's
definitely just did though. They definitely did take it away though.
We know the truth though.
They took it away though. Like, but the thing is, it has like outside of the championship ring, he's really been a good player. We have to add all the accolades in there though. That's why it's like now if you want to have him in like, I think I would say Kyrie Irving right now, I think he could be 10 through like 12. Top 5, no. I can't put him top 5. But this is bias. That's your favorite player. So I understand why you got him at number 5. I get it. I mean, you can add Jerry West in there.
It's the same thing why people say LeBron, they think LeBron is the GOAT. It's the same thing why people say they think LeBron is the GOAT or Kobe is the GOAT. Everybody got their own opinions.
But they have a lot of accolades and they've been great forever. Kyrie Irving has.
Some people think Kareem is the GOAT.
Yeah, but look at all the accolades and all the championships. Kyrie has 1 championship and that's it. That's it. Like, we have to add how good you are and also add accolades. We know that's just how it works in just any sport and with player. It's like
Charles Barkley barely got Charles Barkley got accolades. He just ain't got no chip.
Like, but so it really just depends. Like Dirk, if somebody say, hey, Dirk is a top 5 power forever, I wouldn't argue it because you could say he has a championship, finals MVP, MVP, stuff like that. But Kyrie Irving, he's been really good his whole career, but he has just a champion. He has a championship. But where are the other accolades to go with that championship, though? That's the thing. It kind of has to be like just more. You can't just have I can't have one gold medal, but then I'm considered like the GOAT of everything. That's just not how it works. You have to
You
have
could say the
multiple.
same thing about Luca. Luca barely got any accolades. Luca only accolade Luca got is the 2-time scoring champ. That's about it. I mean, if Luca doesn't have no MVP, he doesn't have a Finals MVP. So if his career was to end now, you think that Luca's a top 10 point guard all the time right now,
I
don't
think
you?
I think he could arguably be there. But you put
Okay,
Kyrie
then.
Irving at
So
number 5. 5. That's the thing.
that's my
It's
boy.
5. I know it's biased. I know you're biased about it. So that's why it's like, but I feel like to a degree, I think a lot of people will think Luca will win at least one MVP in his career. One. When will that be? Who knows? But I do
Hope so.
believe he will win. Oh, wait, what? Wait, what?
So I
What'd you say?
hope so.
Oh, I thought you said this year or something. We feel like he will win an MVP and also win a ring. So if he does, if he at least wins an MVP, yes, he's probably a stamp at 10 point guards of all time. Now, could he get to like say number 5-ish? Probably not if he never wins a ring. If he never wins a ring. But, you know, that's just how life works. But, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, like we both said, Russell Westbrook, salute to you, Brody. One of my favorite players of all time, man. It's just sad to see you leave. Did you see that the Wizards and the Kings wanted him back, but he said, "No, I'm good."
No. I mean, because
Yeah.
you gotta think about it. Look at his role. I think Russell thinks that he still got a lot to get to the game, and I think he does as well too. I think
Mhm.
Russ can still play for another year or two. And then you go into the Wizards, bro. He probably not gonna see the sniff the floor. They got
He
all
was
them young
definitely
guys
gonna
that they
play.
trying to play,
He
bro.
was
They
gonna
got
play.
all them young guys that they gotta play and develop.
He
Like
was gonna play. I believe he was gonna play. There was no way I'm
I don't
going
know.
back to watching.
I think they was looking at him as like a mentor, like how
No way.
DeAndre Jordan is doing. I think that's because what's the point of playing when you got young guys like Trey Johnson that need tick, Will O'Reilly, all those guys off the bench that need time to develop. We already know
But
what Russ is, what Russ can bring. There's no point of even. I'm not gonna say there's no point of playing him, but like we don't need you to play. We need you to teach these young guys how to play. We don't need you to play. And then with the Kings, it's the same
but
thing.
what
We got Darius Acuff. I mean, he probably would have came off the bench and played off the bench, but Russ probably don't want to do it no more.
but what okay, the Kings, I'm with you because the Kings ain't going nowhere. So I get that part. But from the Wizards aspect, you feel like they are maybe a contender in the East. If we bring in Russell Westbrook, he can help us off the bench contend. And they're probably thinking, hey, we don't have time to say develop above Carrington, a Trey Johnson. We're just trying to win now. I'm just thinking from their perspective because why else are you bringing Russ in?
For
Because
me,
I
though,
agree
shit.
with you. There's no way I'm bringing in Russell Westbrook just to sit on the bench to be Kyle Lowry. There's no way. No way.
I
Like
mean,
you
but you
just
gotta
said
think that
Russell
would help a
Westbrook
lot.
can bring, huh?
That would help a lot, though. That
No,
still would
but
help.
Kyle Lowry couldn't really. I think Kyle Lowry at this point, like last year and the year before, was just not a good player no more. Russell Westbrook can still produce. He can still produce. Now, I'm not gonna say he's gonna help a team say win a championship, but he can still say come off the bench if he plays at least 20. Let's just say 22 minutes. He can get you 11 points, 5 assists, and say 4 boards or something. He can still do that. I'm not bringing him in just to sit on the bench and say, "Hey Trey Johnson, you see that on at the corner? This what?" No, I don't think I don't think they would have brought him there to do that. I think they actually because why are we bringing in DeRozan then? I'm not saying DeRozan and Russell Westbrook on the same level right now as we speak. I think DeRozan it can still produce the same. But why were they talking to DeRozan then? What they go bring him off the bench to mentor Trey Johnson too? Like I don't get that. Like I
I
think they
mean, but that
actually. I'll go
that's
ahead. I'm back.
nah, that's different. That's different because Demar's a better player than Russ is right now. Demar can give you more than what Russ can right now. So with Demar, it'll be different because like we both just said, Demar can produce more. He can give you more. Russ is towards. I mean, they both at the Demar's at the tail end of his career too, but Russ is a shell of himself. Like I agree. If he get 20 minutes, he can still give you Probably
What's
a
a shell of
running
himself?
5-5.
What do you consider that?
Peak. What you mean? Peak Russ.
When
He
you
not
say a
peak Russ
shell of
no. He's a
himself,
shell
that
of
sounds
himself.
like you're just not good anymore, though.
No, a shell of himself is meaning that you're not the same player that you once was. Not that you're garbage or you're trash. You're just not the same player you once were.
But he was still, but last year, even on the Kings, even though they didn't play for nothing, he still produced. He still played good though.
Right. That still doesn't mean he's not a shell of himself. Peak Russ is 2010 and 10. Russ last year played 29 minutes and gave you 15, 6, and 5. Like
That's
that's a
still
shell of
good.
himself.
That's still
I,
good
n- I
though.
never said it was bad. I'm saying he's still a shell of himself. That's not the Russ that we know. The Russ that we know is gonna give us 20, 10, and 10. That Russ that we see on the Kings is a shell of himself. He's not the same Russ. He's a 15, 5, and 6, or 15, 5, and 5. Like, it's not the same Russ.
When I think of shell of himself, I think you just not really that as good as you once was. He's still
That's not
good.
what a shell of yourself means. That's not a shell of yourself means you're not the same player or the same person you once was.
A shell of your former self means you have lost your energy, joy, health, or confidence. That's what the definition says.
So he's a shell of himself.
But he's still. I mean, I don't know. I feel like if you're bringing, at least for the Wizards, I still like you're bringing him in to produce, not to sit on the bench and help Bub Carrington. Now, hypothetically, if they were let's just say they were losing and they trade AD or something. Okay, I'm with you. But in the beginning, there's no way I like. Let's be honest. Russell Westbrook is playing over Bub Carrington. Let's be honest. Like if we had to predict the lineup, if like the at least the bench rotation, it would be Russ, it would be Trey Johnson, it would be Bilal, and it would probably be DeAndre Ayton. There go your four players right there. I think Bub Carrington will lose minutes. Will Riley will lose minutes. Your boy Cam Whitmore coming off a what's it blood clot. He probably wouldn't play. Like they would play Russ at least 15 minutes. At least 15 to 20. I just can't see it. But I'm not upset. I feel like he could have we both talked about a couple of weeks ago how he could have gone to the Heat and helped them. That would have been nice. Or at least come off the bench. That could have been nice. Maybe the Heat just didn't reach out. They just didn't reach out. But I mean, he leaves on his own terms. Probably should have got a farewell tour, the same as Chris Paul, 2 point guards that we grew up watching. But stuff happens. But enjoy retirement. Brody, we gotta talk. It's not really a lot of takeaways, so this should go by fast. Then we gotta go through the NBA release schedule. Gotta talk about that a little bit. Your guy, Chet Holmgren. The Thunder could be forced to trade Chet Holmgren soon if he continues to struggle against Victor Wembanyama, per Talk Hoops. The second apron is rearing its ugly head with the OKC in real time and will continue to do so as long as the Thunder keep that big three together. They might have to make a big time decision soon. If Holmgren continues to struggle against Victor Wembanyama when it matters the most, then maybe that decision becomes easier. So, when I ask you if the struggles continue against Wemby, and let's just say they go to the conference final games and he plays bad once again, is it time for them to break up this big three after basically like 3-4 years together in one championship run?
Uh, I I think it's time to break them up. I wouldn't say now, but
Mm,
very soon.
okay.
I wouldn't trade Chet. I wouldn't trade Chet because of his defense and then his stretchability. And I think that he fits well with Shea. I would trade J Dub because I feel like we
Yeah.
can get more back from J Dub. And when it comes time to re up for contracts, you can probably lowball Chet. You
Oh
can't
wow.
lowball J Dub. You can't lowball J Dub. So it's like you can get more back from him. His contract is more expensive. So I would trade J Dub over Chet.
I think they kind of have the same contracts, at least them two. I think it's
I
kind of the
mean,
same in the
you
same
can
realm.
lowball Chet though. After his recent struggles, you can lowball him.
I can
I don't
lowball J
think J
Dub the
Dub was
same
struggling.
way.
I don't think Jada was hurt. If he was healthy, I don't
I
think
know, but I can use
I
that
don't
against you. You're hurt.
when that was his only year being hurt. He's for the most part he's pretty much healthy. And then it's
But
a hamstring is a tricky injury. You've seen what happened with Aaron Gordon, stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure if J-Dub was healthy, he would have produced. And I think
but he
every exec
wasn't healthy.
knows that.
He when we
I
needed
think
you the
every exec
most,
knows that.
you were hurt. When we needed you the most, you hurt. You were hurt. I
It's the
think a
same
lot
thing
of people
when they was paying Embiid. Embiid has the worst
that,
injury history known to man, but he
now
still
you
gets
know
paid. Same with
now you
AD.
know that's different. You know that's different.
They can lowball him. He's injury prone, but they still
But
get his man the max.
but you know why though?
Yes,
You
he's a
because
great
Embiid
player.
is a superstar.
Yeah,
He's
he's
a
a great player.
superstar. Okay, and J Dub is just like is like a good player. He's a really good player, but he's not a superstar. It's the same with Anthony Davis. He's a superstar talent. Of course, they're gonna always be like, we could lowball you, but it's like we don't want to lose you because we know how talented you are. Same with Zion. They should have been lowball Zion, but we know how Zion is. Zion is not a superstar, but he's superstar talent. I think J Dub is just like a good player though. But
J-Dub
I can
reminds
low.
me. He reminds me of Jalen Brown.
Who
Like
J Dub?
J-Dub. He reminds me of Jalen Brown. Like when if knock on wood,
Mm-hmm.
if Shea got hurt and he had to lead that OKC team, I think he would do the same thing that Jalen Brown did. I think he would will that team. I don't know if he'll be second in the West, but I think he would will that team and put up great numbers. So,
But like, I mean, if I'm Sam Presti, I'm looking like, brother, we made it to the conference finals again. If you don't get hurt, we probably could have won. We probably could have beaten the Spurs and gone back to the finals, and probably could have won against the Knicks. But when we needed you, you were hurt.
but
Like
see,
you were hurt. You were hurt the whole playoffs, low key. You were hurt the whole playoffs when
but
we
see,
needed you.
the difference is we know if he was healthy, he would produce. Chet was healthy and he didn't produce. He was scared of the moment. We know J Dub is not going to be scared of the moment. That's the difference.
So they got two things to worry about: J Dub's health and Chet scared of Wemby. They got two things to worry about. I'm not gonna lie, with Chet at least, I think if you don't win again, I think if you don't win this year, I think you have to make a decision of who do you want to give up. I know you did say Chet. I mean, you said J Dub. You said trade J Dub. But if J Dub hypothetically, knock on wood, hope he doesn't get injured, he gets injured again. We have to think about, do we want to really keep a guy that gets hurt in the playoffs? And with Chet, we know we're gonna have to face Wemby a lot of times. Is he gonna step it up? Because there's no way you're gonna be paying. What? I'm just going off the top of my head with all them three. What's that? $100+ million?
Yeah, well, I think like
100
over
plus.
120 plus million or something like that.
Yeah, 100+ just from three guys. Is it really worth it? You have to think about that. But it does depend on, I think this season, I'm not putting pressure on the Thunder, but I'm saying this year you have to be like, okay, guys, can we kind of stay healthy and lock in so we can make another deep run in the playoffs and win? Because then decisions will be made. You saw that because I feel like if the Thunder win this year, probably, I don't think Lou Dort gets traded. Maybe Aaron Wiggins and
No.
Isaiah Joe get traded, but I think Lou
Yeah,
Dort at
Dort.
least stays.
Yeah,
I think he
stays
stays at least. So, because you can't be paying all this money if we already just reached the peak of our powers. Like, there's no point of paying all this money if we've already reached the peak. So, with Chet, it's like you can't get rid of like a skilled big man like that. But man,
they're hard to find.
It is hard to
That's
find.
what I was going to ask you. Who are you trading? Because you can't find another Chet. You know what I mean? A 7-footer that can move, that can guard the perimeter, that can block shots, that can stretch the floor. You can find another J Dub. So,
But the thing is, when J-Dub does play, he's been better than
Bro, he
Chet.
only had one bad year. He only had one injury year. He been in the league for 4 years. This was his only injury prone year. Every other year he played 69 plus games.
Let's see. Hold on. But what
Yeah.
while I looked this up,
First year he played 75. Second year he played 71. 2024, 2025, he played 69. Last year was his only hurt year, bro.
yeah, he let them down by getting hurt. He let them down.
Bro, you making it seem like this man get injured every year. It's only been
But
1 year.
but I'm saying this past year he let them down by getting hurt. He hurt his hamstring in the what was that second game of the first round? Missed basically all of the playoffs up until what was that game? Was that game 4? Or was that 5 in the Western Conference Finals? And then only lasted like not even 10 minutes. He let them down. Like, you got to do that. But when your question, I was gonna say, I think I might keep Jada because he's been better than Chet. I swear to God, I always thought Chet was the better player, and I was like, man, you get this skilled big man that can shoot. He can't take it off the dribble. He can block shots. But it's like J-Dub has been better than him though. He like in that finals run, J-Dub was the second best player. Like J-Dub wasn't that game 5 when he dropped 50? Did he drop 50 that game or was that 40 something? Whatever game that was. It was game 5, I think. He dropped like 40 or 50 and like not carried them, but he led them that game to take a series lead. Chet has not done that none of these times since they've been in the playoffs. But J-Dub has. He has been like their best player. Because, I mean, like, let's be honest. I'm going to just ask you. If you lose, let's just say they lose Chet but get back some decent players, and you keep Hartenstein, would you still consider them championship? With J-Dub and Shea, but just a couple of good players. Because we know Isaiah Hartenstein's still a good big. He's not as skilled as Chet, but still a good big.
I feel like they would still my gut is telling me yes, they would still be title contenders because you got J-Dub and Shea, two really good guards and two really good defensive players. But that 4 spot definitely matters though.
Yeah.
I can't sit here and act like it don't matter. I feel like if you kept Chet over J-Dub, it'd be easier to build that team than it would be if you kept J-Dub.
Yeah. I'm with you. Let's move on. There's a lot of people within the Pistons organization that view Asuar Thompson as the second best player on the team and not Jalen Duren.
Yeah,
this has affected Duren negotiations with the Pistons. Do you feel that way? This is your team. Do you feel that way?
I think Asuar has the potential to be the second best player on the team right now. Because defensively, I think he's better than Jalen Duren. The only thing that he's lacking is offensively. And he's been working on his pull-up game and his mid-range in the offseason. So hopefully that can translate to the season. But I think right now, Jalen Duren is our second best player, but Asuar has the potential to be our second best player.
I've always looked at Jalen Duren as the second best player. I think Asuar Thompson's lack of shooting has not made him the second best. Obviously, he's third. And low key, he kind of been in the gym with lethal shooter.
Yeah. About time. Him and the man need to be there.
Hey, most improved for one of them this year? Could it happen?
It's probably going to be Asuar. If anything, Asuar probably get over a man.
And if what they done with lethal shooter actually translates to the actual game, hey, I'm with it. But
I think it will. Because I think it will. Look at the players he trained. He trained Jaylen Brown last offseason. That translated. Then he traded. He trained Bobby Portis. That translated. Who else he trained? He trained some. I'm missing somebody else. But off the top of my head, I remember them two he trained and they translated the very next season. So
I think Jalen Duren is the second best player. I think Asuar could be the second best, but I'm going with Jalen Duren. I think they just got to figure it out. But if they, hey, I'm not gonna lie though. If somehow, some way they agree to an extension with Asuar before him, I think Jalen Duren just might just say F it, take the qualifying offer, bet on himself, and just leave Detroit, bro. Because there's no way. Like, I'm sorry. If I'm him, I gotta look at. I'm happy my teammate got the bag. I think we all want our teammates to get the bag, but I'm looking like, come on now, let's be real. Like, no way. And I mean, it is kind of looking like he will take that qualifying offer. Let's see. I don't think that's really. You know what? Last time we talked, we all thought Kawhi Leonard would still be on the Raptors. Then another news came out about another company that he got some money from. Even though I heard they said he brought that up, but he didn't really bring it up. He had to wait a minute until he got some more information. But a lot of people are still thinking that Kawhi Leonard will end up a Raptor. They basically saying they're trying to figure out the punishment for Steve Ballmer. That's the problem. But Adam Silver, he still wants to remain. He wants to still have a relationship with him. Obviously, is a billionaire owner. So of course, I get that. But according to one source, it says the most likely outcome for NBA's investigated to Kawhi Leonard aspiration, a negotiated settlement where the NBA gets to enforce some version of his rule. Steve Ballmer can save face and Kawhi can still play for the Raptors. So, after learning about the second news about this, do you still believe Kawhi Leonard will be a Raptor now? Do you still believe this?
I still think he's gonna be a Raptor. I just think that they gonna punish the Clippers. I seen Draymond talk about that he thinks the punishment should be getting rid of the salary cap. Because if players, Draymond said he thinks that punishment should be the NBA getting rid of the salary cap because if players are doing this, he thinks more players should do it. Because he said that you have teams selling for $12 billion or whatever the case may be. So obviously, a salary cap, we don't need a salary cap. So I just think that I don't know how much he'll find the Steve Ballmer. I don't know. But I do think it's gonna be a fine and probably some draft compensation. Because like you said, he still wants to keep that relationship with Steve Ballmer. And then there's no reason for Kawhi to go back to the Clippers at all. So it's like, but I do think that fine needs to be hefty. It can't be like no little $1 million, $2 million fine, no. Because that's chump change to Steve Ballmer. So
this is my thing though. If there's no salary cap, we're looking at baseball right now. We're looking at the Dodgers as one of the probably the most craziest OP teams of all time in just sports. Period. That would be the same in the NBA. Then Then a lot of people are going to complain, man. If there was a salary cap, then LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Kawhi Leonard, they all wouldn't join forces in Los Angeles. It's gonna be the same situation again. So it's like,
but
do
the
y'all?
difference is it's a bunch of billionaires though. So it's like they can pay players. You're not gonna have LeBron, Steph, KD on one team. That's already itself gonna be damn near a billy.
But there
Or
will be
close
no
to it.
salary cap. But they can do it though.
Man,
But they can
hold on,
do it.
you gotta remember though, these owners are cheap. They're cheap. The same reason why the Portland Trailblazers they coach on a year-to-year salary base. Like these owners are cheap. Like they want to win, but they're not going to spend close to $500 million, $600, $700 million on 3 players, and you still got 12 more players on your roster that you need. They're not going to do that, bro.
So you're thinking they won't get rid of the salary cap? You think?
No, I'm saying if they did get rid of the salary cap, I don't think that an owner is going to spend close to $1 billion on 3 to 4 players because you still got to fill out that roster.
But
If you do that,
have all
$1
the
billion
money though.
on one roster, these
Look what
owners
the
are
Dodgers
cheap.
are doing. Look what the Dodgers are doing.
But baseball is a more profitable sport than basketball.
No, they're doing it because there is no salary cap. So they can sign all the players if they want.
No,
They can do
I
that.
get that. I'm saying though, the revenue that baseball generates versus basketball is more. So the owners are more reluctant to spend that money because they know they can partially make it back. Versus basketball, you're not gonna really make all that money back. If you spend $1 billion on your roster, you're not gonna make close to $1 billion back if you win a championship. If you spend a lot of money on baseball, you potentially make some of that, a majority of that money back. Baseball is a more profitable sport.
Oh wow. Okay. It would be.
Am I
I'm not gonna
wrong?
lie. I honestly didn't know baseball was more profitable than basketball. If we're being honest, I didn't know that. That's new to me. I just didn't know that. I truly didn't. I thought it was always bad. I thought it was safe if you had to go in order: football, basketball, baseball, then hockey. At least in North American sports, I thought it was just that. I didn't know. This is new to me. If anybody in the comments, if this is right, hey, I didn't know. This is new to me. I just feel like if you have no salary cap,
I was wrong. NBA makes two more billion than basketball. They make basketball makes 13, baseball makes 11.
It's $1 billion. It would be the same way, bro. It would be the same exact thing, bro. These owners have the money. Like Steve Ballmer. Steve Ballmer's his network is like $100-something billion. It's whatever it is. If all of them wanted to, if there was no salary cap, those four guys could join forces and he could pay them. He could really do it. Just like how the Dodgers are paying all these players because they don't have a salary cap. And more teams will go to say California and New York because there's no salary cap. It would be the same way. Then we gotta have the same people crying, man. Why all these players going to the team? That's why everybody hates the Dodgers now. Because their team is too OP. Bro, the Dodgers have the greatest player ever, and they got two of the best pitchers in the past like 3 years on the same team. What are we doing?
Wait, are you talking about the greatest player ever?
Shohei Ohtani, easily. Come on now. He's the greatest player ever. He's the greatest baseball player ever. It's not even close. It's not even close. There's no one baseball wise that is close to him. Top 5, the best hitter, honestly, and then a top 10 pitcher in the game. Come on now, yeah. So yes, Steve Ballmer. If let's just hypothetically say LeBron James wanted $40 million, he could pay LeBron $40 million. Steph say $50, Kevin Durant $40, Kawhi Leonard $50. He can do that because there's no salary cap. That's why baseball.
For more than that though. They're not going to be asking for no 40, 50 million. They're going to be
no, I'm just putting out. So I'm putting out now
70, 80, 90.
There's no way. LeBron James at right now is not worth $70 million. No way.
No, I'm saying I'm talking about player like the really good players, like the Lukas, Jokic's, and all them. They're not going to be asking for no 50, 60 million. They're going to be asking for the 80, 90, hundreds.
Yeah, nah.
Paying
but I think to a degree you still have to be realistic though. To a degree, you're still paying what your market is and what you're worth though. You still gotta.
If there's no salary cap, you don't think they numbers gonna be inflated now?
Nah. Like let's just say, let's hypothetically say
because if Jason Tatum's supposed to make like 70 million in the next couple of years or something like that.
I can check that real quick, my friend. I can check.
I think it's like 71 or 70, something like that.
I can check that for you. Jason Tatum, he's going to make 58 this year, 62, 67, then 71 million player option in 29-30.
So I'm saying if he making 71 right now and there's a salary cap, there's no salary cap. You don't think that number is going to be inflated?
But I also have to look at you and say, if you're still just a good player, or let's just say you came off injury or down year, I'm still not going to give you 71. I'll probably give you still a high number, but I'm not going to give you 71.
Okay, let's take Jason Tatum for example. He's an NBA
Okay.
champion. He has all these accolades.
Okay.
Knock on wood, he doesn't get hurt by the time that player option comes. That's 71 million that he's opting into. So if his next contract is going to be bigger than that,
But he's also gonna be older. You just told me the other
okay.
day, like 30 is old as hell. So he'll be 32 by then. So why would I pay a 32-year-old
No,
78
that's still he's
$80
still in
million?
his prime. He's still in his
Oh,
prime, man. He's still
all
in
right.
his prime at 30 at the age of 32. He's still in his prime.
You told me last week Jalen Brown was old as shit. That's what you told me. So why am I giving somebody that's old as shit $80 million? Why would I do that? That's what you told me last week. You told me that. Because I said Jalen Brown was still in his prime, and you said that's still old.
Bro, 29, bro. I said 29 is old as shit. I
I said
said
no,
29 is old
Jalen
as shit.
Brown. I said Jalen
Man, go
Brown
find me
is
the clip.
30.
Go find me the clip. Go find me the clip.
Did you not? Oh my
Go
God. Who
find me the
was
clip.
here last week, bro?
Go
He
find me the
said
clip.
Jalen Brown was old. I
Go
swear
find me the
he
clip.
said that, bro.
Go
You
find me the
said he
clip.
was old. I said
Find me
that's
the
not
after the
that
pod. Find me the
old.
clip. After the pod, find me the clip where I said that.
Oh my God.
But 32 is not 32. 32 is on the older side. You're at the end of your prime, but he's still in his prime. He
But
can
he's
play it.
older.
He can play another 4 years at a high
But he's
level.
older though.
He can play another 4 years at a high level after that.
But he's older. Why am I giving a guy that's 32 on the older side $80 million a year?
Because we know that he can still play at a high level. It's not like his production would decrease. I think by the time Jason Tatum is 32 years old, 33, 34, he would still be producing at a high level.
I think you have to be realistic if it did. I think salary cap will always be in the NBA. And that shit probably just gonna be in baseball this year too. I mean next year. It's gonna be a salary cap because nobody wants to see OP teams. I mean, I don't know, do you like to see the OP teams? Do you like to see one
No,
team just dominate? All right then.
no. I
Yeah,
like that's like when the Warriors was winning. I hated the Warriors.
yeah.
I
So
like to see the league talent spread out.
yeah, that's why we have a salary cap. And if you talk about Draymond do that, everybody like I think a lot of superstars. Let's just say it happened next year. We could see. Let's just say Anthony Davis, LeBron James. Let's say Kyrie Irving. They would probably go to Golden State and team up with Steph Curry. No one wants to see that because all we're gonna go into the season and talk about, man. This seems OP as hell. Like we're kind of seeing it now with the Sixers, but LeBron took a huge pay cut. LeBron took a not huge pay cut, but he took somewhat of a pay cut. But the Sixers are also saying, look, we'll just deal with the second April repercussions and just move on and hope we can win in the next 2 years. That is, I can't agree with Draymond on that part. I don't think they will get rid of a salary cap. But with Kawhi Leonard, obviously with the Raptors, I don't know. Pablo Torre, he found some dirt on Kawhi, bro. He found some
Okay,
dirt.
what about Anthony Edwards?
What about him?
Anthony Edwards, he's set to make 55 at the end of his contract. When he re-up, he's gonna be eligible for a supermax. So
And how old would he be?
he'll be 28 going into that year. Going into the year, well, 2027, no, 2028, 2029, he'll be 27. So that's the year he's making 55.
He'll
And
still
the
be
following
young.
year, right. So I'm saying like his contract will be close to that Jason Tatum's 60, 70 million by the time he get that supermax. So if there's no salary cap, he gonna want more than that. He gonna want that 80 some million.
How will he play though by then? Like that's my thing. How is he going to play?
Barring
And
injuries.
knock on wood, hope he stays healthy. Is he going to have an injury history by then? Maybe he will decline. Are you still going to give him $80 million when you've been injured? Say
No,
next
so
2
far he
years or
has
something. No,
so
but
far
I'm
he hasn't. We're
saying
talking about
going in. Wait, can I? if it's still up, how many years does he have left on this deal?
What
If
year
you're
is
still
this? He
looking at
got
it.
two. He got
So we
two.
got 2 years left. Okay, so the next, what is the last year's, like a player option or something like that? I'm just asking. I
Mm,
don't know.
hold on.
Yeah, I just don't know. Like, is it 2 year
Nah,
plus a player option, or is it
nah,
like it's just
nah. It's no
straight
player
two
option.
years?
Yeah.
Just straight 2 years left. Counting this year,
hmm
or is it 2 years after this year?
2 years after this year.
So we got 3 years technically left.
Yeah, if you counting this
Yeah.
upcoming
Okay.
year.
Okay. So if he gets hurt, knock on wood, hopefully he does. Hopefully he doesn't get hurt. He gets hurt. Maybe he regresses a little bit. Why would I give you 80 million? You've been hurt the past, say, 3 years. You haven't played as good as, say, the last 2 years before you got hurt. Why would I give you $80 million? Unless you're just doing it off the potential, then that's fine. But if you're going off straight what I've seen you do, I wouldn't do it.
We going off Anthony Edwards at his peak right now. He hasn't shown an injury history. He hasn't shown none of that. He's shown to be healthy and to be a dog. And right now he's averaging 28 points. And I think that he's gonna one of these seasons average 30 plus. So if he
I believe
continues to
I'm
do
with you.
that,
I'm with
if
you.
he continues to do that into his next contract, and there was like, so say these next 3 years, he averaged 30 plus and he's been healthy, he gonna want that bag. If in the end there's no salary cap, he's gonna ask for that high amount of money. He's gonna ask for that 70 plus, 80 plus million.
Are you giving it to him? You giving him $90 million or 80?
If I'm an owner, no. Hell no, I'm not spending that much money on one player, bro. I don't think there should.
I mean, if you
I think
want
there
all the
should be
great
a salary
players on
cap.
your team to win the
I think
championship,
there
you
should.
probably will.
I think there should be a salary cap. I don't think there shouldn't be one.
If you want all them great players on your team,
Bro, if I'm
like,
an owner, I'm not spending close to $1 billion on a roster, bro. That's dead. $1 billion
but look what you
out
done.
your
But
pocket.
yeah, but they always win though.
What's the most the Warriors and what's the most money the Warriors made on their championship?
Okay, look, this is the because we do gotta move on because I don't want to delay like we did last week on the thing. But look up what you're doing real quick. Then I'll say what I gotta say. Shout out to the 20 people in the chat.
So the most they ever made was 765 million. That's the most that
Oh,
they
okay.
ever made, right? But that's with the
Yes.
salary cap. So if
Yes.
we're saying without a salary cap and in your whatchamacallit, you're gonna have to make more than that just to make your money back. Because 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be spending at least $1 billion or more if you're getting, like you said, 80, Kyrie, LeBron, Steph, and whoever else.
This is the Dodgers. Like, I'm not gonna. I know you don't really know a lot of these players, so I'm just gonna name the money. They're paying 30 million, 60 million, 28 million, 32 million, 27 million, 16 million, 27 million, 33 million, 60 million, 19 million, 14 million, 12 million, 32 million, 13 million, and 10 million.
Damn.
That's just
Nah,
remember, this is
Jay.
no salary. There's no salary cap.
Nah, Jay. Ain't no
Even though
way I'm
show
doing
even though
that, bro.
Shohei defers some money, he's technically making $2 million this year, but he's making a lot of money off the field, so it doesn't really matter. But yes, this is just for one roster. This is for this season. All those guys you didn't hear
That's
one guy
OD.
make less than $10 million.
That's OD. That's OD.
But look what's happened though. They won back-to-back championships,
And how
and they
much
can
revenue have
arguably
they generated in those last 2 years?
What did you do? You just looked up how much they made or something?
Yeah, I looked up how much the Warriors made in revenue during that championship season. So just look up how much revenue they made in the last 2 years.
The last 2 years. The Dodgers gross revenue of approximately 1.1 billion or around 950 million to 1 billion in local revenue sharing last year.
That's why I said baseball was more profitable. It may not, but look at that.
But this
The
the
NBA has
Dodgers
never
though.
made the NBA is right, and we talking about the Warriors. The Warriors, the Lakers, and probably Chicago are the top three most profitable teams in the NBA. And I have not. And the record is 700 million, which the Warriors did. Ain't no team ever made a billy in
Well, the
revenue.
Dodgers are just more legendary at that point, better than the Lakers and the Warriors. They're
But
like
basketball is the most profitable sport, most popular sport, right?
it is, but it's the Dodgers. They're more popular than say the Lakers than and the Warriors. They just and the Bulls, obviously. They just are. So I mean, it makes sense. It's the same with say the Yankees. The Yankees are more legendary, well, more popular than say the Knicks, the Giants, the Jets. They just are. So, but I mean, to the Dodgers though, it's worth it as long as there's
Yeah,
no
when you getting
salary
the
cap.
billy back.
Well, and you want to win, don't you want to win?
Because how many? I'm sorry, I can't even add it up. But how much is all them players making like in total? Like if you add all of it up.
Let me. I can do math. I can do some. I can do a little quick math. Hold on. I can do a quick math. Then we do gotta move on. I can do a quick math. Or you want me to just say out the numbers, and then you can calculate it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got you. All right. So let's start with 30.4,
Mm-hmm. Keep going. You can
16
go
point,
fast.
16.1, 28.2, 32.5, 27, 16, 27.8, 33, 16, 19.6, 14, 12, 32, 13, 10, and then the rest of these people really don't matter. They make it less than 5.
But how many of them is it though?
You want me to read the rest of this?
Yeah, just read the rest of them.
Okay. 6, 6, 3, 5.5, 4.5, 4.4, 1.9, 2.8, 1.6, 1.3, and 1.2.
So it's almost close to 400 mil. So they making more than that back. They making damn near they damn near making $600 million in profit.
But you know the difference is though? Okay, instead of say a salary cap, what about it the NBA deferred money though? Because in baseball they do that. Because example, like I
That'd
just
be
said,
interesting.
Shohei Ohtani signed like $700 million contract a couple of years ago, but he's deferring basically majority of that until that contract's up. So technically, he's only making $2 million this year.
That'd be interesting. I wonder how many
So,
players will do that though. I don't know if the NBA players will do that.
but think about it though, you get it back. You get it back all, but it's different though because in NBA you only get 5-year contracts. So in 5 years, I'm gonna say,
Mm-hmm.
let's just say I'm getting back $90 million. It might be worth it though. So
That'd be
it
interesting.
really just depends. Yeah, instead of say a salary cap, NBA players just defer money because a lot of players on the Dodgers are deferring their money because they know because a owner you can do it, but I think it's best for if you defer money this year, we can have money now to say go sign players. So we'll
Mm-hmm.
wait until the end of your contract and give you a boatload of it back. That's why the Dodgers are able to do what they can because they defer some money. So, like when Shohei's contract is up, I think he's gonna get like $600 billion. I mean, he's already set for life anyway, so it really doesn't matter. But he's gonna get $600 million at the end of that contract. That's crazy. He's gonna get $600 million contract. But let's move on. All right, that last thing. Ben Simmons has regained his his athleticism, and several NBA teams have expressed interest to his camp. He is open to signing a minimum contract. Do you see Ben Simmons returning to the NBA?
Your boy. That's your boy. That's the question you need to answer. You the one that still got his jersey.
That motherfucker's still in the closet. Hey, that motherfucker's still in the closet.
But honestly, if a team worked out Victor Oladipo, I think a team will work out Ben Simmons.
Who worked out Victor Oladipo?
The Kings. Him and the Kings got mutual interest.
Interesting. Think he plays though?
Potentially, yeah. The Kings are butt, so and they ain't got nobody on their roster for real. So, but I could see a team working Ben Simmons out. I can honestly see Ben Simmons coming back to the league. Honestly, if he works out and it looks like he's the same as he was athletically, and he's improved his jump shot, or he's willing to shoot a jump shot, then yeah, I can see it. I gotta see how he plays against other NBA players again though, before I sign him. But I could see Ben Simmons coming back to the league.
Low key though, I think Philly needs him the most.
Why you say that?
They have no big motherfuckers on the bench. They don't.
They got Bona. Who else they got?
I'm kind of off the Bona trade. I don't think he's good enough to be like my legit backup big. At least with Joel Embiid. Like injury history and all that. I think I need solid, like, big man. I'm not saying Ben Simmons is a center, but like, if you need Ben Simmons to play, like, let's hypothetically say a small ball center.
They got Barlow. They got Barlow. Barlow decent.
He's okay. Ben Simmons probably low-key is still better than him. He's probably better than him still. I would take Ben Simmons over Barlow and Bona. But they still need like some legit big guys though. Like
they got boy. They got bro from New York. Ariel. I can't even pronounce bro last name.
And how much do you trust him? How much do you trust him?
Very little.
So I mean, hey, Ben Simmons. I don't think it will happen, but Ben Simmons back in the league. I mess with it, man. I still don't believe.
What team do you realistically think he'll go to? Like, because I don't know if Philly will bring him back.
I don't think Philly would bring him back. It would be crazy though. Low key, ooh.
The first team that came to my mind was the Kings. I'll start him over Keegan Murray. No cap.
You know what's funny? Man, that's a release waiting to happen, bro. That's a release waiting to happen, man. I wouldn't even want to do that, bro.
Boston could use him.
Low key, the Warriors. I think him coming off the bench for the Warriors wouldn't be bad.
You don't think?
I think, like you said, Boston. I'm kind of with that.
Well, Porzingis here.
I'm just talking about coming off the bench. No, Ben Simmons not going to start no more. I think that's it. I think we're done with Ben Simmons starting.
You don't think if he's back to the old Ben Simmons, Jay, you don't think he'll start again?
No.
If he's back to the old Ben Simmons.
No, I don't. I truly don't. Nah. Honestly, though, I'm looking at teams right now. Like, I don't think he'll start on really none of these teams. Maybe Brooklyn again, but I don't even. Actually, I take that back because I'm just looking at say like forwards. He's not starting over Asuar. He's not starting over. Obviously, Tatum is the 4 technically with this conversation. He's not starting over OG. He's not starting over Mobley. He's not starting over Scotty. He's not starting over Jalen Johnson. Philly, nobody over there. Orlando, he's not starting over Paulo or Franz. Hornets, he's not starting over Naz Reid. I think Naz Reid right now is probably better than Ben Simmons. I think Ben Simmons is more talented, but I think Naz Reid right now is better. Miami, he's not starting over, say, Giannis or Wiggins, whichever forward. Milwaukee, I don't think he starts over none of those guys, or like who starts at, say, the small forward power. I just don't see it. Brooklyn, Michael Porter, Julius Randle, no, I don't see it. Indiana, no, don't see it. Wizards, no. OKC, no. Spurs, no. Denver, no. LA, no. Houston, no.
LA?
Minnesota.
You don't think he can start in LA?
Does he? Who helps Luka Doncic more, Ben Simmons or Manu or Mamu? I'm not saying who's better. Who just helps Luka more?
I think Ben does. Defensively,
he can't shoot.
But defensively, he and then you can have him as your secondary ball handler.
He can't shoot though.
You can take Luka off the ball.
But I have Austin Reeves.
I mean, that's cool. That's cool.
That's cool. That's the reason why.
That's cool that he can shoot, but we got him out there for defense, rebounding, and everything else. We got Luka and Austin Reeves to shoot, and then he could defend the other team's best point guard or best perimeter player. And then
then what we did with Ben Simmons.
When they doubling Luka, when they deny him for the inbound, you can have Ben Simmons be your secondary ball handler or third with Austin Reeves out there. You got 3 ball handlers out there at all times. So,
but with Ben Simmons,
it could work.
I don't think it could work. I don't, because he can't shoot. He can't shoot. You need to shoot in this league. He can't shoot. Actually, I'll take that back. He doesn't want to shoot.
Zion doesn't shoot.
Zion at least attempts a jump shot. Ben Simmons doesn't even do that. Ben Simmons doesn't attempt. Charles, we saw it years ago. He passed up a wide open layup.
Man, look, he's back. He's back mentally, man. He's back mentally, okay?
He passed open a wide open layup.
He's back, man. As long as he's aggressive, that was a problem. He wasn't aggressive. If he's aggressive, that's not having a jump shot is cool because he's putting pressure on the rim and he's attacking downhill. I agree. You still need to be able to shoot in this league, but the problem with Ben Simmons was he wasn't aggressive anymore. If he's back mentally and he's aggressive, he don't have to shoot. As long as he's attacking that rim, putting pressure on that rim, that's cool.
I used to say that same thing. Ben Simmons don't got to shoot, and look where that got him. He was out the league for a year.
Yeah, that's because Doc Rivers was messing with his head. I mean, bro, look, if he's back mentally and he's the same Ben Simmons he was before all that stuff in that playoff series happened, he'll be all right.
I think Mamu brings more. He helps Luka more than Ben Simmons. And now Ben Simmons comes off your bench. I'm cool with that. But you're saying to start, we need shooters. Charles, think about this. You only have 3 shooters. At least with Mamu, I have 4 shooters that can spread the floor. Ben Simmons can't help spread the floor. Now we're going to double team Luka every possession, and then we're going to pass it to Ben Simmons, and then Ben Simmons is going to pass it to somebody else. What are you out there doing? I'd rather if he did go to the Lakers, I'd rather him go on the bench.
If he was aggressive like he once was, all that you're talking about is irrelevant. That all depends on if he's aggressive or not. If we get the same Ben Simmons, like you said, that catches the ball and then passes as soon as he catches it, then yes, it's not gonna work. But if he's the aggressive Ben Simmons before all that mental stuff happened, it could work. Cause you gotta double Luka. Somebody gonna be open.
Ben Simmons could come off the bench. He
can't. And then you still got Austin Reeves, and then whoever you put at your 3 is gonna be a shooter. And then Walker Kessler could stretch the floor a little bit. He showed that before he got injured, he could stretch the floor.
Okay, question then.
So you like a
lineup with Ben Simmons, Jonathan Kuminga, with Luka, Austin Reeves, and Walker Kessler?
Jonathan.
Now you got 3 non-shooters out there, huh?
Jonathan Kuminga's not even on the roster.
But but hypothetically though, because you like Jonathan Kuminga on the Lakers, I'm thinking because you feel like Jonathan Kuminga, because you've told me Jonathan Kuminga, if he does get there, he will beat out Quentin Grimes. So I'm gonna say he beats out Quentin Grimes and starts, and you already think Ben Simmons if he did get on there, he will play over Mamu. Huh?
If Kuminga is there, there's no point in having Ben Simmons. There's no point.
Okay. All right, Ben Simmons. Hope you get back in the league, but we gotta move on. Let's talk about this schedule release, man. We got 3 games on opening night. 3 games,
Mm-hmm.
surprisingly. At 2 o'clock, we got Celtics and your Pistons. The Pistons have aura. They are up now. They are on opening night. It's just at 2 o'clock in the afternoon for some apparent reason. Then I
You
feel
already
like
know I got.
everybody and we feel and I think everybody knew that. Honestly, no, I feel like these 2 games were not shocking. 76ers and the Knicks. 76ers, the new look Sixers, go into Madison Square Garden on banner night.
I
And
think
then
that's gonna be a good game.
we have Thunder and Spurs, a WC up rematch. So when
That's
you
gonna be a
saw,
good
we're
game
just
too.
gonna stay with these games. Then we'll go to Christmas and stuff. What were your thoughts when you saw these first 3 games getting released the other day?
The Celtics and the Pistons ones, I was like, I don't get me wrong, I love my Pistons, but I was kind of like, that's kind of like a game. Like I think it's gonna be a good game, but I would have rather seen something else than that, honestly.
Wait, is it just the Pistons or is it just those 2 teams?
Those 2 teams.
Okay.
I probably would have said, well, other 2 teams, I feel like it's a better game out there than that though, for sure.
But think about it though. The Pistons, the first seed last year, did lose in the second round, and then the
Boston
Celtics,
second game, yeah.
but we get to see a new look Celtics with Jason Tatum leading it as the clear number 1 now. Obviously, he's been the one, but you know what I mean. He's a clear number 1. No Jalen Brown. I think that's very interesting. I think they did that on purpose because they want to see how the Celtics look without JB. I think that's what they did. I think that's what Adam Silver did. And I think the Pistons, we're finally giving the Pistons some recognition. They're a really good team. And you should be excited. You should be ecstatic. Like, I should see you. You should send me a picture with your K jersey on at 2 o'clock in the freaking afternoon. I should see you looking at your fantasy because I know you're going to try and grab K. So,
If I
I think you
can,
should be
yeah.
excited.
If I can.
I think that's
I
a
think
decent
K gonna go
matchup.
high. He gonna go high this year.
What's high?
Um,
What, second round?
Top.
Yeah.
Nah, he probably go end of first, early second.
Didn't you tell me Anthony Edwards wasn't like a first round player, but he showed winning the first round?
How? When I drafted Anthony Edwards in the first round.
Who did you tell me? Was that Anthony Edwards or somebody else that you told me that wasn't a first round talent?
Probably somebody else. I'm like, how the hell I tell you that? And I drafted Anthony Edwards in the
I
first
thought
round.
it was Anthony Edwards. I knew some. I remember you told me somebody wasn't. I think it was Cade. Yeah, it was Cade. You told me Cade wasn't like a first round talent, and he kind of is because he does a lot, fantasy wise. He does a lot.
I don't think I said that, but I don't remember.
I mean, that was all pod. I remember it was all pod. I like this matchup. It's cool. It's just the fact that it's 2 in the afternoon, though. That's all it is. It's like people gonna be at work. Like people still gonna be at work, or somebody gonna be at the gym. So now, gotta take off work to see the Pistons and the Celtics. I'm cool with it. Now,
No,
damn, that's crazy. All right, wow.
I'm not taking off work to
It's
see
not a
that.
real. It's not a real fan, y'all. It's not a real fan.
I ain't putting no money in my pocket.
Okay, now. 76ers and the Knicks. Arguably the 2 best teams in the Eastern Conference right now on paper. What was your thoughts when you saw these 2 games?
No, this one I was excited about. I'm not gonna lie. Because most people already think that the 76ers should win the chip next year, and then the Knicks are the reigning champs. So I like this game. I like this game a lot. I wouldn't have been mad at the Spurs and Knicks either, but I like this game.
I don't think
a
they
lot
was
too.
gonna do that. I don't think they was gonna do that early, like the finals rematch. They kind of usually do that at
They
the
did,
end.
didn't they? Didn't they do that last year or a couple of years
Finals
ago?
rematch.
Yeah, it was
Finals
like
rematch?
wasn't it like the Cavs and Warriors on opening day or something like that?
Cavs and Warriors years ago when on opening night. No, I think they usually kind of do like East versus East, West versus West on opening night. Like that's how they usually kind of do it. I love this. Adam Silver cooked with this. We get to see LeBron James and Jalen Brown in the Garden. Bro, they already said the get-in price, or not the get-in price, but the highest ticket is like $2,000, something like that.
And that's not a floor seat. That's a floor seat.
I don't know.
Boy, that floor seat probably gonna be 10 bands plus.
And you know somebody gonna pay for it.
Oh,
They
of
gonna do
course.
it.
It's gonna be nothing but celebrities on the floor. Either that or like millionaires or something like that.
Would you do it if you had that bread though to see that game?
If I had the bread,
Yeah, if you
probably,
had it,
yeah. I ain't even gonna lie.
I'd do it. It's 10
I ain't
bands.
even
What
gonna lie.
what that gonna do? What's that? They ain't gonna change. That ain't changing nothing. Let me see. Da, 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 da. It says the current. Oh, this the get in price. The get in price is 2K to get in.
Yeah,
Just to
nah. I think
get
that
in.
that floor seat probably like 30 bands plus. Even if it was 30 bands, if I had the money, I'd probably go do it.
I would do that too. If I had 30 bands, I would do it.
Yeah.
Like I, bro, you're seeing like arguably the two best teams in the Eastern Conference face off
Now you
on
know what
banner
pissed
night.
me off? If it was a blowout though. I just spent 30 bands for a blowout. That'd piss me off.
That's bro. That's why I would never. Honestly though, I would never pay for a ticket to say like a UFC fight or a boxing match. Like if somebody gave me tickets, I'd go. But I'm not paying it
Mhm.
because what if somebody gets knocked out after one punch and then it's
First
like
10 seconds.
and I kind of get it how it's like you have all the matches before, but mainly we go for
The main
the
event.
main fight.
Hmm.
It's kind of like with the Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor lost in what was it, the first 90 seconds? And it's like, all right, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I would be pissed. That's why I'm like, I'll never do that, bro. So 76ers Knicks. We will be tuned in for that. And then Spurs and Thunder. Wemby and Shea facing off again. I said before you go, I'm like, they really trying to make this a rivalry. That's what they trying to do.
Yes.
They trying to make this a
No, it's already
rivalry.
one. It's already one.
They trying to make this a rivalry, bro.
As
Like,
soon as Wemby got drafted, it was already a rivalry between because him and Chet already had that rivalry, so it was already written in stone.
bro, they man. Wemby Shea opening night. Oh yeah. Hey, Adam Silver cook. I give Adam Silver his credit. He's cooking, bro. Oh yeah. I told Reggie, he talked about some man. He couldn't wait to release the schedule. I'm like, they always release it in August every year though. So I'm like, how was he waiting on
Yeah.
LeBron?
I mean, nah, he was waiting on LeBron because he needed to know what team he go to, so how he could set up the schedule, and then that was stopping ticket sales, bro. So he needed LeBron to hurry up because all he needed that money.
Yeah, but they always release the schedule
No,
in
yeah, I know.
they
Yeah, I
always
know.
release it in August.
But if you think about it, LeBron could have still been making his decision right now.
I don't believe
Technically.
he was gonna make his decision, bro. I don't think he was gonna wait this. Hey, wait
No,
till
I'm just
August
saying,
is
but he could
crazy.
have. He could have, though. He could have. If he wanted to.
That would have been crazy if he did that. Okay, so let's talk about some of these. See, they haven't released the full schedule, but some of these games. No, wait, hold on.
Some of
Take
them
that back.
games on opening week decent.
Yeah, we got on Wednesday. Your Timberwolves facing off against the Heat. Hey, I think
Uh,
that's gonna be decent.
that's gonna be
That's
a
gonna
good
be decent.
game.
I think that's
That's
gonna be
gonna be a
decent,
good
bro.
game.
LaMelo versus Giannis, new
One of
team.
these games this week gonna be a blowout though. I got
Warriors
a feeling for
Lakers.
sure. I don't know. I think that's gonna be a good game too.
Look at that
Like it's a
Warriors team.
lot of good games this opening week.
Then you got Thursday. You got Nuggets Thunder. And you got Cavs 76ers. LeBron
Hmm.
home debut against his hometown team.
That one might be a blowout.
Then on Friday, you got Knicks Celtics and then Rockets Spurs. Could that be like could a Knicks blowout say that Celtics team
Yes.
that game?
Yes. I could
Oh, they
potentially
already.
see them blowout.
You know what? They made they got Christmas Eve games. Or did they
Hmm.
always do Christmas Eve games?
I think they always did Christmas Eve and nah. I don't think they did do Christmas Eve
I
games. I
think
think this is new this year.
I was thinking that. I was like, has that always been Christmas Eve
I thought it
games?
was just always Christmas Day.
Hmm. It was always Christmas Day, but I don't like. It's the first time they done Christmas Eve because I don't remember that from last year.
Yeah, they this is new this year.
Oh, for real? Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
the NBA. You know what? They trying to steal some shine from the NFL.
From the
That's why they do.
NFL, yup. Yup, that's
That's why
exactly what they
they
doing, bro.
do. That's why
Cause
they do.
the NFL got Thanksgiving.
Well, NFL doing the Christmas Eve game this year too.
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know
I think it's Rams and Packers.
that. Go
And
Rams.
go Rams. Oh, because
Yeah.
the Packers. I got you.
Yeah, any team over the Packers, bro.
I got you. Now Christmas Day. First game, obviously Spurs and Knicks. Finals rematch. The Knicks always play at 11 o'clock. They always play early. Then you got Heat and Celtics. Then you got LeBron James and the Sixers returning to Los Angeles. First time back in LA. Then
I
you got
hope everybody healthy. I just hope everybody healthy, man.
then you got Thunder and Timberwolves.
That's boy, this gonna be some good betting games, boy.
Then they got Nuggets and Warriors.
Yeah, bro, it's gonna be some good betting games.
Hey. So can we say the Heat and Celtics is the nap game? Like we gonna go to sleep on that game, and then bro, everybody's been saying that about that game, bro.
That's the snap game, bro. Yeah.
Everybody been saying, man, the Celtics Heat is like,
game?
Huh?
What's the Halloween games? Did they release that?
Ooh, I don't think so. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. But they do release the full schedule in today, 2 hours.
Right?
Yep, 2 hours. Today. But man, I ain't gonna lie though. Christmas, like in both sports, is gonna be crazy, bro.
Bussing. It's gonna be bussing. Christmas is gonna be. You know how many bets gonna be placed on Christmas? You know how much money FanDuel finna make? Prize Picks. You know how much money Vegas finna make? Oh my god!
Because in the NFL, you got Packers Bears. You know, we already know that game's gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
you got Bills and Broncos. You know that game's gonna be good. Game. And then you got Rams and Seahawks.
Yeah, that's gonna be them all good games.
Every game is low key good, bro. It's just that your thing is. Are you gonna keep flipping back and forth?
I mean, that Boston and Miami game might be better than what we think. By you,
I think it's still gonna be decent, bro. It's just that. It's like
it's the weakest game.
It's not the sexiest game. Like Timberwolves and Thunder sounds way more sexier than Boston and Miami. That's what it is. Cause it's like at the end of the day, it's Miami. It's Miami. And it's like Boston is like, we don't know without JB. But when you hear Minnesota Timberwolves and Thunder, we got Ant, LaMelo, then you got the Thunder with Shea. That sounds way more sexier. Damn, y'all, what happened to Charles, man?
I'm still here.
Nah. Can't see you, though.
There you go.
Oh, I got you. But yeah, that sounds way more sexier. The thing is, for some people, I kind of know what you're leaning towards. Who are you gonna say flip it to say NFL basketball, or are you sticking to say with basketball or football? That's what people have to decide on. That's the thing. Damn, what happened?
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm probably gonna have like 4-5 screens up. I'm gonna have a laptop. I'm gonna have a phone. I'm gonna have all the TVs on. I'm just gonna have to be walking through rooms and stuff, bro. Cause ain't no way I'm gonna miss any of them games.
Yeah, this is NFL basketball. Hey, they cook with this.
They cook.
Cause look at this. You got Spurs and Knicks obviously to kick off basically everything at noon. But then at 1 p.m. No, it starts at 11, sorry. But then at 12, that's when the Packers and the Bears play. They the first game for NFL Christmas, so I think
it'd be halftime by the time that game come on, right? That Packers and Bears game. It'd be halftime.
It'd be 1 hour.
Yeah, so it'd be halftime.
Yeah, it'll probably be like an hour. They'll be like at the end of the second. Somewhat in the second or halftime. Then after that, you can wait a little bit. Then you got the Heat and Celtics. But then you also there 2 hours later, you got Bills and Broncos. Then literally 30 minutes later, it's 76ers and the Lakers. I think a lot of people are going to tune into that game. You got to tune
Yeah,
into
76
that.
and the Lakers, yeah.
Now, I did hear some people say, man, I'm going to go sleep during that Nuggets Warriors game. Yeah, they say,
Nah. It will. Yeah, low key. Because Jimmy probably ain't going to be back by then.
because
Yeah,
then
probably.
because then last game is going to be Rams and Seahawks.
Yeah.
So,
Everybody going to tune into that game. That's the last game of the night?
no, like during like everybody's schedule, no. But that's gonna be the last NFL game though. The last game for basketball, football would be the Nuggets and Warriors. I think that's according to this, that's at 9:00.
Yeah, ain't nobody going to watch that.
Oh wow, everybody going.
If you
It
watching
starts
it,
at
you a real
9:30.
basketball fan. If you watching that, you a real basketball fan.
It starts at
you ain't got nothing else
9:30.
to do.
Unless you got a bet going on. You gotta see
Yeah,
Jokic get them 12 rebounds.
bro.
Yeah. And I gotta see Matthew Stafford spam Puka so I can get them receptions. Now this I mess with this schedule though. Like I like it. I like it for like basketball. They cook with this. Like if you had to pick right now who's winning like these opening night games. Let's just go opening night for now. Who do you have winning? Celtics Pistons.
Business.
76ers Knicks.
Sixers.
Thunder and Spurs.
Thunder.
You think that Knicks is gonna kind of be like banner night, emotional, kind of take their foot off the gas pedal?
Nah, I don't think they're gonna take their foot because I've been looking at a lot of JB interviews and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, bro, still locked in. Like, he was saying like the championship. Like, how can I put it? Like, he knows it was I'm paraphrasing at this point. Like, he knows it was big and it was exciting and it was fun, but like he's low key locked in again for the next season. I think he was saying like he celebrated for like 2-3 weeks or something like that, and then he got surgery and then like now he's locked back in. So I think the Knicks are gonna be locked back in. I think that he's gonna have them locked in for opening night. So I don't think it's gonna be one of those typical it's banner night they get blown out. Like I don't think it's gonna be like that.
Cause no, last year it was Rockets and Thunder, and that was a good game. It went to like double overtime, and probably the Rockets probably should have won if
yeah, they should have.
Who was tweaking? I think they weren't giving Kevin Durant the ball or something like that.
Yeah.
They weren't giving him the ball.
Bro, it's opening night, bro. Give KD the ball. What are we doing?
So, these some good games, man. You know what's interesting though? I think that Timberwolves Heat game is very interesting to me because the Heat is gonna be like a legit new squad. Giannis is the guy, and then LaMelo and Ant. How are they gonna play together?
It's a good test for both teams.
Yes, I think that's really interesting game. Like during that opening week, like I like 76ers, Cavs, and all that, but I just feel like Timberwolves and Heat is kind of like super interesting to me because that's just it's low key two different teams now at this point. They're kind of two different teams. They're not the same team as they was last year.
Man, all I know is John Collins better show up. He better show up game one. That's all I know.
Okay, if he gives you 2 points and 10 rebounds, what if they win though?
I don't care. I'm still going off on him when we go on the pod.
You got a bet on him?
No.
Never
again. I told you, never again. Bro, I haven't bet on him since.
What if 6 rebounds is decent odds?
If his 6 rebounds is a plus 200, yes, I'll bet on that. Which
that's
is not
crazy. That's crazy.
That's the only way I'm betting. That's the only way I'm betting.
Okay, what if the 6 rebounds is plus like 115?
No, I'm not doing it. Forget him.
Okay, man.
That man Tim Boards when I bet on him was a plus. And he couldn't get that after he was averaging a double-double.
Y'all know what's crazy? Charles says this story a lot. He damn near could have been a millionaire low key off there. Damn near.
Nah, I wouldn't say a millionaire, but I could have been up for
No, I'm
sure,
just
for sure.
playing on that, but would
I
have
could
been
have been
decent though.
up. Yeah.
Would have been decent. All right, man. Let's get
That
into
was a
our
10K plus
power.
bet, dog.
Yeah, 10K, bro. You would have been
Nigga
playing
had
touch my
man,
body, every
no,
other
for sure. For sure. Would have had the money all on me.
touch my body, every other
I would
one.
have took a picture with the $100 bills on my nipples and covering my shit. Boy.
Oh, okay, bro. I didn't say all that.
Yeah.
Whoa, that is crazy. Whoa, bro.
They would have
Whoa,
put me
now.
on play. They would have put me on a Playboy cover. What you talking about?
It's out the mud. Let's get it. All right, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. All right. Let's get into our 25-26 power rankings from last year. We meant to do it last week, 30 through 21, but we had a great conversations with takeaways and all that, so we waited till this week. But we also have 20 through 11, so we're going to get started on that. Let me read these. I'm sorry, Santos Lopez. If Ben Simmons gets a job and not Russell Westbrook, but Russell Westbrook retired though. Fuck no,
No,
we don't need Ben Simmons.
Yeah, he was saying like if he gonna go crazy if Ben Simmons get a job over Russ.
No, that's not cool. The Lakers don't need Ben Simmons. He can't shoot. I feel like he doesn't want to shoot.
I
That's
think
the
it could
thing.
work. I think it can work.
I don't know, bro. Because all they gonna do is double team. All they gonna do is double team Luka, and then Ben Simmons is gonna pass the ball up. That's all we gonna do.
That's why I said it's not gonna work if he not aggressive. If his
But that's
mentality is
always. But
still
that's
messed
what's gonna
up.
happen.
Because before that, Ben Simmons used to attack the basket, bro.
Hey, do you always when you scroll on Twitter? Do you always see like them highlights of Ben Simmons every once in a while, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Them highlights be crazy, bro. Like he was really a dog. I'd be like, wow. All right, man. Let's start at number 30. Who do we have at number 30 from last year?
I got the Washington Wizards.
Of course, the Wizards were terrible last year, bro. Like, come on now. They super
They was
tanked.
tanking on purpose. Yeah, they was tanking on purpose, bro.
I mean, we saw it when Bam dropped to 83. Hey, man, every time you look up the most points in history, it's going to go Wilt, then Bam,
Bam.
then Bam out of bio. But no, it's the Wizards, bro. The Wizards were terrible last year. Hopefully that changes this year. Hey, I know
They
you've been
will.
seeing your man Anthony Davis in that Wizards gear practicing. He might be
Yeah.
serious.
He has no choice. He ain't got no
I mean, he
choice
don't
right
got
now.
to wear the. He don't have to wear the gear though. He don't have to, but he is.
Nah, you got to, G. What?
Do you have to?
What type of yes? Because what type of message does that send to the team? Everybody else, we going to these open runs. Everybody got on Wizards gear, and you the only one that don't. That's not gonna be a good
What
look.
if I just want to wear a
That's
white
not gonna be
beater
a
though?
look. You gotta
I can't
have
wear that.
something Wizards on. You gotta have something Wizards on, bro. Either that or you gotta have like you said, an all neutral fit. Like a all like it can't have no logo on it unless it's like your Kentucky stuff. But even then, I kind of look at you kind of weird. Cause why you ain't got no we a unit. We supposed to move as a unit. So everybody supposed to have Wizards gear on. At
You
least
know
have the
what?
colors on.
You know what? That's I actually agree with you because it was a picture of Cooper Flag, like because he went back to Duke and I think he was practicing. He wore his Mavs gear, like in the Duke practice or whatever. You know, he wore his Mavs gear.
That's what
So
I'm saying, Jay.
I ain't seen LeBron wear no 76ers gear though.
I haven't even seen LeBron work out yet.
You ain't seen him work
Have
out with
you?
Maxey? Yeah.
No, I ain't seen it.
Well, or have you not seen videos, but have you seen pictures? Because they worked out.
Yeah, I've seen pictures, but I ain't seen no
Oh, but you
videos,
haven't
man.
seen videos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I've
ain't
seen the
seen videos.
pictures, but I haven't seen like a legit video. But he has worked out with Maxey though. He's definitely worked out with Maxey.
Bron
I mean, that's
different
his guy.
though. Bron different. He different. Bron can do whatever he want. AD can't do whatever he want.
I ain't seen Jalen Brown in no 76ers gear either.
I haven't even. Nah, he on his stream. On his stream, he had a
He wore
Sixers
the
jersey on.
shirt.
Yeah,
Well, I'm talking about
he
like
had a
working
jersey.
out in. I'm talking about working out in. I ain't seen him work out when he was with Lethal Shooter. I ain't seen him in no 76ers gear.
Mm.
Hey, I need to see a LeBron MB practice.
And they talking about Embiid lost some weight.
You saw that picture though, but they showed that picture of his knee.
His knee. Oh
Oh
my
man.
God.
Yeah, that.
Boy, one
Yeah.
knee blacker than the other. I said, dang.
One knee is just bigger than the other.
Yeah, that too.
I was like, wow, okay, yeah. It ain't looking too good, but he has looked skinnier. So proud of my boy MB. But yes, the Washington Wizards are at number 30. At number 29, what team do we got here? I got
Brooklyn
Pacers.
Nets.
Oh wow,
Brooklyn Nets.
I got Pacers. I think the Pacers were well, they both were bad, but
they was bad. I thought the Pacers was fighting more. Like the Pacers actually tried every game. The Brooklyn Nets was selling on purpose.
I can't tell.
Even though they got one more win.
I can't tell because they was resting everybody. The Pacers were like Aaron Nesmith was getting rested.
He was hurt.
I think. Oh, who? Aaron Nesmith? Yeah, he was hurt. They didn't bring back Obi Toppin. Obviously, he was hurt. Yeah, they had a lot of players hurt, bro. It was a lot of no names out there. I mean, the Brooklyn Nets, they just always had no names, but it was bad. But I got the Pacers. I had Pacers at 29. At 28, this is where I got the Nets.
That's why I got the Pacers.
Like, I mean, bro, they both were bad. But at least I can say Michael Porter Jr. was out there shot chucking and at least somewhat trying to win. And when Cam Thomas was playing. Hey, are you shocked Cam Thomas ain't received no transaction yet?
So far? No, I'm not shocked.
You think it's it?
Shocked. Yes. He finna go to Shanghai with Cole Anthony.
You know, I saw that yesterday. I was like, wow. I was like, man, I never thought Cole Anthony was like gonna be like how I think of some of the players from college. But I thought Cole Anthony had like solid career where he could stay in the NBA.
Yeah, I did too.
At least just stay. I didn't think he would probably go say overseas unless it's like kind of later down the line, but not this early. He's only in year 5, I think.
He's 6'2", 6'3", no defense. He's small. It ain't like he Trey. So it's like,
well, he gonna kill it over there, and then he gonna come back.
Yeah, he is.
He gonna go crazy over there.
He better.
So if he averages, what is he gonna be like Kendrick Nunn? Because Kendrick Nunn over there lighting it up.
He gotta average at least 25 plus over there, at least.
Hey, Kendrick Nunn, like you remember that little crazy run with the Heat when he was a dog, and then it's like, then he go to the Lakers and does absolutely nothing. It's like, bro, like everybody goes to the Lakers, man. They do nothing, bro. Like they do nothing.
Putting that jersey on that holds a lot of weight.
It really does, though, bro. Like Kendrick Nunn was hooping for the Heat. He was hooping. I think he was one of them players in fantasy you had to pick up, but then it's like, hey, he kill it, but then you don't do nothing. At number 27, who do we have here? I got the Kings.
I got the Kings.
Kings were bad. Kings were terrible. They super tanked last year. Had all this all-star type lineup.
And they couldn't do nothing with it.
Bro, they talked about
being hurt. That helped.
They talk about they not gonna buy out Zach LaVine and he not guaranteed to start this year. It's like, brother, be serious.
What?
I saw something like
that. They gonna start a Nick Clifford over him?
They are in super rebuild mode.
Gee, what are they? What? See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about with the Kings. This is why they ain't gonna never be nothing. You gonna keep that man? You gonna keep all that money on your roster for what? Just to sit there and come off the bench when he could be starting, helping?
He could be on your Pistons.
Off.
He could be a buyout candidate and go to your Pistons. That would be lovely. That'd be lovely for you guys to get Zach LaVine for $2 million.
Yeah, that'd be love. Matter of fact, Kings, go ahead, dude. I take everything I back. Go ahead, buy that man now. Go buy that man now. Him and K next to each other. Oh man, I don't think that's title contender, but we gonna make some noise.
You don't think that's title contender if y'all get a 20-point per game score like him?
No, I think we gonna make some noise though. I think we'll make a lot of noise though.
Okay, what if y'all had him this past year?
I think we would have went to the ECF.
Y'all wouldn't have beat the Knicks though.
No, I don't think they would have beat the Knicks.
I don't know because y'all gave the Knicks some. I know regular season
Yeah, that's what I
playoffs is
said.
different. Y'all gave them some problems. Y'all
It
played
would have
them
been.
tough.
It probably would have went 6-7 though, for sure.
Y'all played the Yoki. Y'all played the Knicks very tough. Y'all played them tough, bro. I think it would have been decent if y'all had him last year. But I mean, if you have him this year with John Collins and a motivated Jalen Duren, I'm just saying.
That's the
Come on
first
now.
name you said.
Get out, man. Stop hating on John Collins, bro. Number 26. Who do we got here? I got Jazz.
Utah Jazz.
Hey. Hey, but then last year though, they had some players that played like Bryce Sensabaugh when he played when they was taking was decent.
He was hooping. Yeah, Kyle Filipowski.
What's his name? Cody
Spurs.
Williams. He had his moments.
Yeah, Cody. Low key, Cody is a bust.
What pick was he? He was top 10. I know that, right?
Lottery. Yeah, he was lottery. I know that.
Damn,
he a bust.
Damn,
though.
we going into year. This gonna be year 3, I think.
Yeah, I think 3. Yeah.
This is my thing though. Did he really get the opportunity though? That's my thing. I don't know.
He played 67. He played 67 games and 50 games his first year. 50 first year, 67. I mean, granted, he did increase his point. He for his rookie year, he was averaging 4. Last year, he was averaging 8. I don't know if he gets ticked this year though. Do we?
Comes out off the bench. You got Isaiah Collier. You got Ace Bailey. You got. You know they signed Jackson Hayes for backup center. Jackson Hayes is going to get some tick. Who else? It's actually Bryce Sensabaugh might get some run. I think he could get some
over
run.
Him,
like
yeah, over him, yeah.
Yeah, you might be right. He probably doesn't really play that much. But I mean, like, cause what is his real position? Is it small forward or is he like just a small power forward? Like somewhat
small, whatever forward position, depending on what they got out there, but small forward, power forward.
So, I mean, you're not better than say Laurie. You're not gonna start over Triple J. It's kind of hard, really. I don't know. Yeah, you might be right. I don't think, but I don't know if he got real opportunity to get. Like, I don't know how many minutes did he play that first year though. That's my thing.
21, and then he played 24 last year.
21 minutes first
year.
Year?
That's enough. That's enough tick, bro.
But how impact was it like when they start taking it? He started playing down the stretch probably. And his minutes probably.
I mean, regardless, if we being honest, he wasn't supposed to be in summer league, but they put him in summer league, so obviously he wasn't showing enough. He's still shooting under 30% from 3.
He's supposed to be his brother. He's supposed to be his brother, man. He was gold at Colorado though. He was cold. He was decent. Yeah, you got even Steve Mikhailuk, John Conchar. They signed Josh Okogie. Ugh. Yeah,
might Cody? Be cooked.
He might be. Ooh, okay. So I went to his rookie year. The last month of March, right? He averaged 22 minutes. I'm just going out points. 2, 4, 8, 3, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 5, 5, 7, 10, 12, 6, and 5.
So he couldn't even get double digits. He only got double digits, twice?
Yes. And that was early in the month. That was early in the month of March.
Yeah, Jay.
He averaged 5 points in March. And that was the most games he's played in a month that year. Outside of the first, he averaged 20 because obviously they tanked. He didn't really do anything that rookie year. Now, this past year, he increased to 36 minutes per game because obviously they tanked. He gave you 14, 14, 19, 8, 27, and 9. Then he gave you 26, 0, 24, 24, 15, 23, 7, 34, 19, 10, 12, 13, 13, 9, and 3. He averaged 15 points in the month of March. And then averaged averaged 15 in April when they played them little games. So, I mean, at number 25, who do we have here? I got Grizzlies.
Pelicans. I got the Pelicans.
Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, Pelicans were
They were butt.
they were bad.
They were butt.
They were bad. They had a lot of injuries. They were very bad. I got Grizzlies though. I mean, no Ja, Jaren Jackson gets traded. They were terrible last year. They were bad, bro. Hey, Cam Boozer did say these like, man, we gonna shock some people this year.
Man. Man.
Is it crazy to say I'm not? I'm
Yes.
kind of not surprised. I'm kind of with
Yes.
him a little bit. I'm looking at the starting five, and I think to myself, it's not that bad. It's not a bad starting five, bro. Ty Jerome, Cedric Howard, Jalen Wells, Cam, and Edie. That's not bad.
Man. Well, they on whatchamacallit, they got Jeremy Grant starting over Jalen Wells.
Okay, Jeremy Grant, Jalen Wells, pick your poison. I don't think that's that bad of a starting five. I mean,
is they winning more than 25 games? I don't think they winning more than 25 games.
25.
I give them 22.
Under 25 games. Ooh.
I give them 22.
Over under 25 games. Dang, got me on the spot. See, I'm thinking, bro. It's like, okay, if they start out super bad, bro, I'm gonna say under. I'm gonna say at 25, bro. At 25. I think they can get 25. But you said, yeah, I got Grizzlies here. You got Pelicans. I mean, they rest the young guys. I mean, they played the young guys. Herb was hurt a lot. Zion played. Trey Murphy was there. DeJounte Murray came back. DeAndre Jordan was getting some legit tick, which is crazy. I'm not upset at Pelicans at 25. And number 24, who do we got here?
I got the Dallas Mavericks.
I got the Mavericks too at 24. Hey, man.
I think that, with Kyrie getting hurt, AD in and out the lineup, then getting traded, Coop had to do his thing.
He had no choice. Mm-hmm. They didn't have anybody. They legit had nobody. Because what?
I still can't believe they picked Bro in the draft.
Who?
Oh, my God. Not Montrez.
Oh, Morez Johnson?
Yeah, Morez Johnson.
He's not even going to start.
Which is crazy. You picked him top 10 for him to not even start.
Could he start sometime this year, though?
If they trade one of them.
Well, they talk about they might trade PJ Washington, even though they gave him a bag. I don't know. Because last year, though, Mavericks, yeah, like you said, Kyrie was hurt. Klay Thompson was ass. Like you said, Meg took all his powers. Everybody was injured. It was Cooper Flag even missed a lot of time, but Cooper Flag was the only bright spot on that team. But they were better than all these other teams below them, though. I give them that. Honestly, though, they was probably, I'm guessing, like, at this spot, at number 23, who do you have here? This is why I had the Pelicans. Yeah, so you can argue were the Mavs, could the Mavs have been, say, better than the Pelicans last year? Could you argue it? Or could they argue been better than the Grizzlies or about the same? Like, you can argue it.
I think them three was low-key all on the same tier. It didn't really matter what way you go. They was all on the same tier.
I got Pelicans. I mean, Zion was good when he played, and Trey Murphy was really good last year. I mean, there's nothing really serious about here. At number 22, who do we have here?
The Chicago Bulls.
Yeah,
Chicago Bulls.
You got to be serious. You got to be serious, bro. They were better than some of these teams below, bro. Like, they were better than the Pelicans, the Mavericks, the Grizzlies.
Yeah, they was. Pacers, Wizards.
Yeah, they were better than them. Even though they had a whole bunch of guards. Bro, it still kind of amazes me how they traded for all those guards and never traded none of them to get somebody else. They kept all of them.
You know what's
Like,
crazy now? Now they got a bunch of forwards. Like y'all didn't solve no problem for real.
but last year was bad, bro. They traded for Anthony Simons, Rob Dillingham, and Colin Sexton just to keep them all. It's like I don't get it. Like, hey, Rob Dillingham is low key a bust though, right? That man was a lottery pick.
He now him I could say he didn't really have the opportunity because he didn't get the opportunity on Minnesota. He and then last year was the first time he got over 21 minutes. Like he played over 20 minutes. He played 21 minutes last year with the Bulls, and he averaged 9 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. He shot 30 from the three. So, well, this year he should get more tick because they ain't got that much guard depth.
Is he still play over Trey Jones though?
I mean, I think they both will play because they ain't what guard. They ain't got no guards off the bench besides the
Guards.
rookie. Only guards they got on their roster is him, Rob, Josh,
Rob.
Josh Giddey, Trey
Okay.
Jones, and Norman Powell. Other than
That's
that,
it?
well, and then the rookie.
Damn,
Well, I don't
you
like.
weren't kidding. Damn. That's it for real, guards? Wow,
Yeah,
you
they
weren't
only got
lying.
4 guards. Only got
Wow.
4 guards.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's not it.
So he should get some tick. He should definitely get some tick next year.
So we go run Trey Jones and Rob Dillingham backcourt
Rob,
off the bench.
they both small.
Especially Rob, but Rob's skinny though. Like bro, on ESPN, they got Rob weighing 175.
175.
Just
Yeah, bro.
75 pounds. Like what?
I mean, Trey Jones, 185. Like he's small too.
I mean, but he looked bigger though. Like you could tell he looks
He do.
bigger than Rob though. Like Rob just looks like a skinny guy. You could back him down. You
Oh,
could
for
back
sure.
him down. And at number 21, who do we have here? The
I got the
Bucks.
Milwaukee Bucks. Yeah.
The Milwaukee Bucks at number 21. No Giannis. They place not better, but they competed down the stretch.
Yeah, Ryan Rollins, KPJ, Gary Trent, them Kuzma on boys.
Hey, this year's gonna be crazy. Some of them is not gonna play. They're not. Someone's gonna be the odd man out, bro.
I think it's gonna be Kuzma, bro.
Think so? This is my thing.
Yeah.
Are we starting Jaime or are we bringing him out the bench to be like that super six man like he was last year with the Heat? Are
I,
we starting Khalil Ware at the 4 with Miles Turner?
see, that's the thing. Are we still starting KPJ? Because
Hell no.
remember they were starting KPJ and Ryan Rollins.
They're not gonna start KPJ.
So and then on top of that, you still got Gary Trent. So
He's coming out the
are you gonna
bench.
put Gary Trent at the 3 and then put Jaime at the 4, or are you gonna start Jaime and Kyle Kuzma? And then what about Khalil Ware? Are you gonna put Khalil Ware at the 4 and have Miles Turner at the 5?
Yeah.
Or like, so they got the Bucks honestly got a lot they can do because they can go big and they can go Ryan Rollins, Tyler Hero, either Kuzma or Jaime, and then Khalil and Miles Turner. I'll start Khalil and Miles Turner. I ain't gonna lie.
You would. I was gonna ask you what
Yeah.
would be your starting 5 for this team this coming up year.
I'll start Bone.
So is your backcourt Ryan Rollins or Tyler Hero though? That's the backcourt. I think that 3 spot is like, do you want Jaime to start or like because he was a great 6-man. He was a great 6-man last year. Or do you want him to be like that overall player coming off the bench for the Bucks and then just have Kuzma started? Because I think Kuzma can stretch the floor. He's a better shooter.
Yeah,
I think he's just honestly. I think he's a better. I think Kuzma is still a better offensive player than Jaime. Just a better.
I think
player.
Jaime is just a better all around player.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I'm with you there. Now the question is, like you just said, are we starting Khalil with Miles though, or do we want Khalil coming off that bench?
I think you should. I think you should. I think you should because I think the trend right now is the 2 7-footers, and then both of them can stretch the floor. So
Yes.
I would start both of them, and then both of them are good shot blockers. Only thing is, who's the better rebounder? Khalil
Khalil
Weir,
easily,
obviously,
easily,
but
easily.
Khalil, some games Khalil Weir didn't show up, so it's like, but yeah, I'll start both of them though. I'll
I
start both
hope
of them,
his tone changed because I mean Eric Spoelstra wasn't playing, bro. He was not playing that man, bro. Like the
which I don't
motivation.
get.
I
I
mean,
don't
they
get
kept
it,
saying it
bro.
was like motivation, that motor. That's what I've been seeing. And I don't know. I'm gonna ask you that too. Like a lot of people have been saying, like he lacks the motor. He just lacks that motor, and he just wasn't showing it like on the court sometimes. So Eric Spoelstra would sometimes play him less minutes or play him and then just take him out the game. Like it was just the motor.
I think his motor is definitely higher than like Bowles, but like I think it was one of them things where he knew he was like the best big on the roster,
Yeah,
but Eric Spoelstra wasn't starting him, and so he was kind of like pissed about that. Um, and then it was like one of those things where the Heat they don't play, so like if you make mistakes, bro, like I ain't gonna say you gotta play perfect, but you have to play hard and you have to play the right way in their eyes. So like if you out there messing up, missing defensive assignments and things of that nature, they not going for that. So I think
yeah,
he had a short leash, and he probably felt like he should have had a longer leash than that. Well,
yeah.
one because they drafted him high, and then two, he's the best big on that roster. So like, give me some type of leeway, and Eric Spoelstra wasn't going for that. Um,
Facts.
But I think him and he didn't shot 40% from three last year. He
I
shot
think he shot
39.
way better last year
Yeah, he
than
shot
that rookie year.
39.
Man,
So
hey, not Chris Finch's, Taylor Jenkins got a good problem. I'm not gonna lie, he has a good
yeah,
problem. It's just
he got a lot of talent on that roster. Then you got John Kunis. What you gonna do
yeah,
with him?
Yakachunish.
Then
You
you got
know,
Nate Ahmed. What you gonna do with him? Then you got Braden Burries. Like he got, like you said, he got a good problem. Either you could trade. I would trade Tyler Hero and start Burries. Honestly,
they said they go probably wait to trade deadline and increase the value for him while he hoops.
if he hoops, because he still got to put up numbers.
Yeah, facts. Not Tyler Hero, but like Yakachunas or Barrios. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be shocked if one of them goes to the G League. I I don't want
I
it.
don't think Bird's going to the G League. I think Amend's he probably gonna be in the G League for sure.
And then the man,
Yeah,
yeah, where does he get the tick from? Because if you look on the bench, like when you look at like just say the big, I mean, he's not big, but like just that big spot. Who is the backup big man? If you do start Khalil
uh,
and
got Sims,
who?
Jared Sims,
Oh yeah, I remember from he used to
from
play on the Knicks. He used to play
yeah,
on the
Knicks,
Knicks.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then they got Dang
Who?
Usman
Oh
Dang.
yeah. Damn, they got a lot of players that can play the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you said,
Then they
KPJ is
got
going
Karis
coming off the
LeVert.
bench. KPJ, Gary Trent got all that bread, so he's gonna start. He's gonna play. Like he's not gonna start, but he's going to play. Like they got a lot of players that's not gonna play. They got a lot of players that won't
Yeah,
get a lot of take. Honestly, though,
they
they
got some
probably
good
should
trade
have.
candidates. They got some good
This
trade
is my
candidates
thing,
too.
though. I think Burries probably goes to the G League just so he can play. That's my thing. I think he just goes just to play. He needs to. He can't just sit on the bench because my thing
I
is,
mean,
I
he'll get
think
some tick.
will
He'll get
he
some tick,
though?
but yeah, I think they'll probably
I
put
don't
like
know.
him and Gary Trent, because Gary Trent can either
What about
play
KPJ,
the
your
four.
guy?
He gonna be the point guard off the bench, and then Burris could be the two off the bench, and then depending on if you start Jaime or Cal Kuzma, you know what I'm saying. Depending on who starts there, like Gary Trent could play that three spot or that four spot because you could put Jaime at the four. So
You
technically, you
can.
can go KPJ, Burries, Gary Trent, Kyle Kuzma, Jaime, and then Jericho Sims at the five.
Then what? Like you said, your guy Nate Mint, but you said he could possibly go to
Yeah,
the G League.
yeah. I think he
What
gonna be
about
in the G
Karis
League.
LeVert?
He might be the odd man out because Burry's got to play, bro. You ain't draft him that high not to play. Because he was what, like
Was it
the
was it
10th?
10? Was it
Yeah, I
10?
think 10. Yeah, I think it was 10.
10 pick, I think. Yeah, I could check right now.
Yeah, I think
Man,
it was a
where's
10th
the
pick.
He was pick 10. You're right. Pick
Mm-hmm.
10. Okay, what about
So
your guy Uzma Dang? He played decent last year when he
yeah, he might be the odd man now too. Because Burry's
like
gotta
some of
play,
these guys.
bro. He has to play. He has to play. And then especially as Wills, he played in summer league. He gotta play, bro. You gotta find a tick for him.
Yeah, I'm. It's gonna be very interesting to see who that start, like how that starting lineup is, like in game one, like what's Taylor Jenkins gonna do. I definitely know Miles Turner is gonna start. Obviously, Tyler
Mm-hmm.
Hero is gonna start
Tyler
just
Hero,
because, like he's gonna
Brian
start just
Rollins.
because, and Brian Rollins, like those. I think those are the three locks. Then after that is, what do you do? Unless you start say Kuzma just because of seniority, but I don't even think that's a lock. I don't think Kyle Kuzma is a lock to start, even after being
Me
on the
neither.
Bucks last year. Because Jaime is good. Jaime is a good player. And it's not even a lock if Khalil Ware will start. I
Yeah.
think I think we want him to start, but I don't think it's a lot.
Yeah.
All right. So for the clip, so we'll read off our thing. So for our 2025-2026 power rankings from last year, I got the Wizards at number 30, 29 the Indiana Pacers, 28 the Brooklyn Nets, 27 the Sacramento Kings, 26 the Utah Jazz, 25 the Memphis Grizzlies, 24 the Dallas Mavericks, 23 the New Orleans Pelicans, 22 the Chicago Bulls, and number 21 I got the Milwaukee Bucks.
At 30, I got the Washington Wizards. At 29, I got the Brooklyn Nets. At 28, I got the Indiana Pacers. At 27, I got the Sacramento Kings. At 26, I got the Utah Jazz. At 25, I got the New Orleans Pelicans. At 24, I got the Dallas Mavericks. At 23, I got the Memphis Grizzlies. At 22, I got the Chicago Bulls. And at 21, I got the Milwaukee Bucks.
Now we're gonna do our rankings from 20 through 11. Who do we have at number 20?
Golden State Warriors.
Man, that team suck. Team
Yeah.
gonna be
And
bad this
then,
year.
yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like it all depends on Jimmy, bro.
Okay, what about when Jimmy's not there for the first 2 months? How's that team gonna look?
How many games they play in the first 2 months? If they play like 30 games in the first, no, they ain't gonna play 30 games. If they play,
Actually, it might be 30 games. Because, they probably play about 14, 15 games a month, 16, something like that. It
so
might
if
be
it's
that.
30 games, in the first 2 months, I could see them going. I can see them going 14 and 16.
Bro, this team's bad.
I can see them going 14 and 16.
And Joe Lacob been saying a lot of stuff nowadays, man. He basically saying, look, bro,
You
this
heard what
is
Mike
that.
Dunleavy said?
Wait, no, I didn't. What did he say?
He was like, I've been trying. If y'all knew how many calls I done made and how many attempts I done tried to get players and stuff like that and negotiating, I've been trying. This just ain't fell through. You obviously
And
ain't
what
doing
was
your
your
job right then.
and what was you thinking when he said?
You not doing your job, damn. How the hell you making all these calls and you can't get no trades done? Come on now. You obviously ain't doing your job well.
They could have got Laurie marketing, but Draymond Green stopped all that.
Ain't no way Draymond should hold that much power. I understand you brought us championships and things of that nature, but your job as the GM is to make the team better. So if Draymond got to go, you got to trade Draymond. That's what you got to do to make your team better.
Actually, if you got to trade AirPods
Come
or
on now.
Kaminga at that time.
Come on now. I would have did it, bro. Forget what Draymond said. Figure it out.
Hey, did you see them comments, Joe Lacob, when he said Jonathan Kaminga was the right pick at the time? You still believe that?
Yeah, I do. I think he was the right pick at the time. I
Did
just
you
think Steve Kerr handled it well.
did you see that they said that I think management was gonna draft Franz, but Joe Lacob wanted Kaminga.
If we being honest, I think Kaminga is still the better talent than Franz, in my
Mm.
opinion. I think he's better defensively. I think he's more athletic. He can attack downhill better. Franz, I can't even say Franz is a better shooter because Franz ain't really been shooting the ball that well. So, I mean, I still would have picked Kaminga over Franz, but I think they would have liked. I think Franz, if it makes sense, I think Franz would have fit better with the Golden State. I think Steve Kerr would have liked Franz better than Kaminga.
That man Yaxel Lindbergh been talking a little bit crazy recently.
Hey, he gonna be nice, bro. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie. I ain't think he was gonna be that good, but seeing how he been killing lately, if he can translate that to the regular season, he gonna be nice. That was a
He
decent
said
pickup for them.
he said Curry. I think they asked like where does Curry ranked in his all time players. Something. He said Curry. He said he gonna be like top 5 after he win this ring this year. I said, all right, brother.
Yeah, you talking a little bit. All right, bro. I know you didn't won a championship in college. Then you won the G League, not the G League, the Summer League shit. Like, bro, chill, bro,
Hey, he
chill.
did win a championship in the G League, then in college.
Not G League,
Hey,
Summer League.
yeah, sorry, my bad. Summer League. Hey, he could win a championship. Hey,
No,
has
bro,
anybody ever
no,
done that before?
bro, no, bro. He's not gonna do that, bro. He's not. The Warriors are not that good
I
to
mean,
win a
you can.
chip.
Hey,
I think
you
they can
said Jimmy
compete.
come back.
Yeah, if Jimmy come back, I think they can compete. But will they win it? I don't think so. Well, let me shut
Mm.
up because I had Denver winning it all last year, and they got their ass smacked. So
Oh wow, they just a video just showed up of Ben Simmons in the lab. Look at this.
send it to
Hold
me.
on. No, I'm
Send it to
gonna
me.
show it right here. I'll send it, but then I'm gonna show it right here. Hold on.
Man, it's the same workouts we see every year. And only 2 jump shots. Okay, that's 3. No, I seen that one already. I seen that clip. That's what I'm saying. Like, if we get a Ben Simmons like this, bro, you telling me that the Lakers ain't gonna be decent with him, G? Him attacking.
But you know, he doesn't do none of this stuff now. All what you're looking at now, he doesn't do. He doesn't do none of that.
Yeah, man. So, team, give my boy a chance, man.
Look at Ben. Oh, that was a nice pass. Look.
He still got the vision. He still got everything, G. Cause how old is he right now? He's like, look, 26.
He might be 26. If he could just pull up, if he could just shoot the damn
Nah,
ball.
bro. He 29. He 29. No, he 30. He just turned 30.
He's 30?
Yeah,
Wow.
he just turned 30. July 20th.
Oh wow. Didn't know me and Ben Simmons were the same age. Didn't know that. Well, next team at number 19. Who do we got here?
I got the Miami Heat.
We got the Miami Heat. Mid as hell, per usual.
Every year.
You think they should? You think they would have won if Bam would have played in that playing game? Think they would have won?
No.
Y'all was in a battle with Andrew Wiggins and Tyler Hero.
Still don't think they would have won.
It took a LaMelo last second shot and a Miles Bridges block at the end for y'all to win that game.
That's fine. They still in the one.
And Bam got hurt because LaMelo did a dirty play.
And LaMelo wasn't even trying to do all that.
Oh no! If it was anybody else, he would have said that shit was dirty. That is LaMelo. Is that? It's okay. Okay. I can't you not. If it was Draymond Green, I swear to God, he would have said that nigga 30 as hell. I swear to God, he would have said. He said, "It's the truth." Oh my God, this man is crazy. Oh no, be serious. So when you saw that boy dirty.
Who you got at 18?
Charles funny as fuck. Hell no, he funny, bro. He would have came on the next podcast and would have said Draymond Green, the dirtiest nigga ever. All right, bro. No, we got the Heat at 18, bro. Charles crazy. He crazy.
Not 19, 19.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, 19. Sorry. 19. Got the Miami Heat at 19. That's what we got the Heat. At number 18, who do we got here? Clippers.
I got the Orlando Magic.
Ah.
Yeah, I got the Orlando Magic. I think that the Orlando Magic, they started off slow. Oh, no, they started off hot, didn't they? Yeah, they started off hot. And then they fizzled out.
Being weak.
Yeah, then they fizzled out. And then looking at their roster, bro, they roster construction is terrible, bro. All they added was Vucevic. They ain't got no forwards.
Tristan last year they were hurt. Their two best players were hurt a lot.
But yeah, I got the Magic at 18.
I had the Clippers here, mid as hell last year. Traded James Harden and was mid. Darius Garland missed some time, but he played. Ben Mathurin coming off the bench. And they got eliminated in the play-in by the Warriors team. It took Steph Curry damn near masterclass for them to win that game. And it took Draymond Green clamping up Kawhi Leonard in the fourth quarter. The Clippers are just, I don't know. They were just not a good team. They had last year will we have said they had championship aspirations last year?
Before they traded PG?
Well, no, Kawhi. I mean, not Kawhi, James Harden.
James Harden, yeah.
It's like
kinda, yeah. Kinda, yeah, they did.
And James Harden didn't get that bread. Yeah, Clippers were they were mid. They were mid last year. And number 17, who do we have here? This is where I got the Magic.
I got the Hornets at 17. I thought the Hornets were competing. They started off a little bit slow, but then they picked it up of late. So yeah, I had the Hornets at 17.
That at the start of January, the Hornets was record wise one of the best teams in the NBA.
Yeah,
they were hooping last year. They were very good last year. This is where I had the Magic. I thought the Magic injuries hurt them, like you said. They started out good, then they started losing a lot of games, man. With Desmond Bain there majority of the time, but then one time Paulo will get hurt, then it'll be Franz, then Franz get hurt, then it'll be Paulo. It's just come on, bro, at this point. But, I mean, they were above average, blew a 3-1 lead as per usual, but they first-round merchants. I'm not going to lie. First-round merchants. I think they got a talented team, but last year, they just weren't all that good. And number 16, who do we have here? I have the Hornets.
Here I had the Clippers. I thought that the Clippers started off really bad, but then Kawhi he willed them to that play-in. I think them and the Hornets were playing the same as far as play level. I think they were both playing at the same. You could argue that the Hornets were playing a little bit better, but yeah, I had the Clippers here at 16.
You're right, because remember the Clippers were ass in the beginning, but then they started going that crazy run. They got over 500. You're right. And Kawhi Leonard was top 10 at one point, in the league. He was hooping. The Clippers were low key, really hooping at that time.
Yeah, towards the middle and end of the season.
Yeah, they were really good. Shout out to the 21 people in the chat. Make sure you guys just comment, and subscribe to all our videos. lose. And but yeah, at number 6, I got the Hornets. I thought the Hornets like kind of like the Clippers, like you said, they went on that crazy run. One of the best teams, offensive teams in the league. Their defense was better. LaMelo was hooping for them. Khan, obviously, rookie of the year, probably should have been rookie of the year last year. And Brandon Miller was hooping. Like that whole team was just hooping in general. They were good and made it to the second part of the play and got spanked though. But hey, look at it. You're looking at it now, right? Do you think the Hornets would have got spanked by the Pistons if they would have made it to the play that first round?
Honestly, no. I don't think they would have got spanked. I think they could have got a game or two. Um, because I don't know if the Pistons would be able to keep up with them offensively. Yeah, that their defense was really good, but when you got great scores like LaMelo, and then you got Brandon Miller who could put the ball in the basket, and Khan was playing kind of bad towards the end of the year, so, but you got Khan who's a knockdown shooter, and then you got Miles Bridges. I think he could have what's it called? I think they could have gave them some go. I would have rather seen that though
I
than
don't
them and the
know
Magic.
because I don't know. That was defensive games. Like it was the Pistons and the Magic, but the Hornets after getting spanked by the Magic though. But I'm just thinking like, could they have given that same Pistons team who got great defense? Like, could they have done the same thing? I don't know. Like, I truly don't know. And then it's like, will Khan's uh playing bad still hurt them during the playoffs? It's like I don't know because he played bad, and I do feel like him playing bad in that playing game hurt his rookie of the year chances though. Because remember, they didn't, the last day of the vote was Friday. That play-in was on Thursday.
You think if he would have went crazy and played really good, he would have won?
I think there's a chance. I think there's a legit chance. But Coop ended the year off so good. And then I think didn't he have like a 40 ball in one of those games late in the year? And it's like, how can you beat that? And then they always wanted Coop to win anyway. So it's like, what? What do you want? Number 15. Who do we got here? I got Sixers.
At 15, I got the Suns. Um,
Mm,
I thought the Suns they exceeded expectations for sure. Dylan Brooks played really well for them. Jalen Green played really well for them last year. So yeah, I had the Suns at 15.
I had Sixers. Sixers were mid, but they were good. They were okay. They were okay. I know MB missed a lot of time. Tyrese Maxey missed some time late down the stretch, but Paul George came back out the suspicion, was killing. VJ obviously rookie of the year candidate, was hooping. They still had a somewhat of a positive season. Then you come back down from 3-1 against the Celtics. That I think that helped their case a little bit. But Sixers team this past year were decent. They were decent. Who do we have at number 14?
This is where I had the Sixers. Um,
Mm,
everything like you said. I think the Sixers and Suns. Those are interchangeable as well. Both played both well. The Suns exceeded expectations, but like you said,
yeah,
The Sixers definitely they were definitely mid, especially with Embiid missing some time, Maxey, Paul George getting suspended, prescription P. So yeah.
man. Prescription P, pandemic P, playoff P. I'm not gonna lie, playoff P is kind of a. I don't think it's a crazy nickname. It's just like
No,
a.
it's not crazy. It's because of the connotation behind it. I
I
thought it
don't
was a
know.
decent nickname, but he played bad, so it's like because you can either go different ways. Playoff P, you play good in the playoffs, but that ain't the reason why he got his nickname.
Way off P.
Hmm.
Nigga hit the side of the backboard. At number 14, this is where I have the Blazers. Thought the Blazers played
Hmm.
pretty good last year. 42-40. beat the Suns in the play-in to face the San Antonio Spurs first round. Got smacked basically, but they did have a good year. Denny was great. Tumani Kamara, defensive player. Your guy Scoot at the end of the year played better. Drew Holiday, of course. Hey, been seeing a lot of discourse, and I know you've been saying this a lot. A lot of people want to see Drew Holiday start on that Blazers team this year.
Word, Ja.
Yeah, it's either Ja or Dame because basically they saying like
Dame started.
you can't put Drew on the bench. Like his defense
You
means
can't
so
put
much.
Dame. You can't put
Yeah, I
Dame on.
know. Yeah, I know.
You can't. Like you literally can't. Unless you start all three.
That's not gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. Yeah, I can't put Tumani on the bench. I can't do it. I can't. I mean, unless somebody has the cojones to say Ja, you could be a super six man. That's the thing, bro.
But once you become a 6-man, bro, that label gonna stick with you.
Like, can you, as
What's
Michael
that gonna do
Nori?
to Ja's confidence too? On top of that,
That's a good question. That's a good question. Will he? Whatever
how
his
you gonna
response
put
is, will it affect it on the court though? That's my thing, and the locker room.
a guy with a signature shoe on the bench? I think he gonna be the first ever guy with a signature shoe on the bench, bro. And his shoes, I think they said his shoe is Nike's most profitable shoe right now.
His shoes do look good though. Not gonna lie. You
How
got
you
some?
gonna put that man on the bench? Nah, I ain't got no job.
His shoe does look nice though. Not gonna lie. Didn't he just release a new shoe? Like recently? Yeah. I mean, are you doing that though? You
Putting
doing
John on
that?
the bench.
You going up to him and sitting down with him in the office and say, "Look, bro, I think for the
You gotta have
betterment
that
of the
talk with him.
team."
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta have that talk with him. I don't even think he gonna be there that long, anyways. To be honest with you.
but you know what's crazy though? Even if he doesn't be there that long, that could hurt like not his trade value or nothing, but just hurt his status in the league. It's like, is he say a lot? I don't think so, but is he a locker room cancer? Can he be a team player? It's like if you get rid of him after say 1 year for the Blazers, or like we said last week, maybe at the trade deadline or something like that. Like that could hurt his status a little bit. Even though I don't think he's none of that stuff, but it just could
Yeah,
if he only
it's
stays
a
there one
double-edged
year.
sword too. Like you said, that, and then on top of that,
hmm
him will teams look at him as a starter now, because that can affect his money. Once you
True
start
that.
playing off the bench, that can definitely affect your money. So, I mean, teams can look at him as a role player now, a 6-man now, since he's a 6-man for the Blazers. So, or
Yeah.
it can help him. Like you said, if he comes off the bench, it shows that he's a team player. It shows that he's willing to do anything for the team. It shows that he's not a cancer in the locker room, because he isn't pouting about his role. So, I mean, it can go both ways.
I just don't know. Because I mean, if you have you seen like some of them little interviews with Ja, he looks happy. He looks like calm.
I think
It's
that's the
always
show.
oh
Yeah, I think that's the show.
what he said something about yeah. He said I've been outside more or something like that. He said he did something. Oh, I think he said he been fishing a lot. Something like that. I was like, oh wow.
That man trying to change his
That's what he
image.
said. That's what
That
he
man
said.
went from being a gangster toting pistols to now he's a fisherman. All right. He trying
That
to
was
change that
crazy,
image,
man.
boy.
Waving the gun in the club and waving the gun on IG Live is crazy. It's crazy. Hey, that was a crazy time, man. I mean, John ain't done nothing really bad since. If you want to say called out the coach, he ain't really done nothing bad since all that. So we got three more. Number 13. Who do we have here? This is where I got the
Here I
Suns.
got the Blazers. Here.
Mm,
I think that the Blazers they played really well. After all that uh locker room noise with the coach, and then wondering if Tiago Splitter is going to be the coach the following year. I thought Denny played really well. I thought Klingon played well. Um, Shaden Sharp played well before he got hurt. I thought the entire Blazers team played really good on the Thiago Splitter. Their defense was good, and they found a way to win. So I got the Blazers at 13.
I got the Suns, man. Suns, they exceeded a lot of people's expectation. Was the eighth seed, even though they got swept by the Thunder. Dylan Brooks hoop last year. Devin Booker, obviously. Mark Williams played somewhat of a good role when he was healthy. Like Jalen Green, when he came off his injury, he played. He played decent. He was arguably the best player in the playoff series against the Thunder. Like he was good. But like that Suns team just they were really good and just exceeded a lot of expectations. I got the Suns at number 13. Number 12, who do we got here? I got the Hawks.
Me, I got the Hawks at 12.
Yeah, man. Hawks were they definitely remember they went on like a 10-game winning streak at one point,
That's
even though
true.
they were
Yeah.
facing a lot of weak teams. But they did go on a 10-game winning streak. Jalen Johnson was good. Dyson Dale's defense was crazy. Nikhil, most improved last year. Your guy Kongwu played like, and then they traded for Kaminga. The Hawks were a good team last year. They were a really good team. And if we're being honest, they the only team that gave the Knicks some go. If we're being completely honest, the Knicks swept the Sixers and
And for a moment, it looked like they was gonna win that series.
you
For a
can't.
moment,
Yeah, I feel like you can't tell me the Hawks ain't had a chance to win like that series,
they
bro.
did. They really did. They really
If
did.
CJ would have kept it up like how he was against the first couple of games against the Knicks, bro, CJ McCollum was hooping. Bro, they said CJ McCollum gave them the most problems in the playoffs last year. The most.
That's
problems.
why. That's why he got signed back.
I wish it would have been more than 1 year, but yeah, true that. Because who they faced in the conference? Oh, yeah, the Cavs swept them niggas. Hey, bro. And they beat the Spurs 4-1, even though they probably should have lost that series.
Yeah, Spurs choke.
They
Spurs
said they
choke.
led like 70% of the time that
Yeah,
series.
Spurs choke, bro. They choke.
I still, we're going to move on. If they would have won game 4, I think they would have won that series. I think all the momentum would have shifted to San Antonio, and I think they would have spanked them boys. Like I'm not gonna say they would have 30-pieced them like a half. I think they take over that series, and I think they beat them in 6. I truly do believe that if they don't blow that game 4, bro. And you could tell like they were gonna win. You could just tell like the Knicks had the momentum. Jalen Brunson hits that clutch shot over Wemby, and then freaking OG gets a tip in, bro. It's like, come on, bro. I wish I was there, like when all that happened. I know that arena. Well, I know that motherfucker was shaking, bro. Like,
Yeah, the basketball gods was on their side.
Facts. And the last team we got at number 11 is where I have the Raptors.
11. Yep, I got the Raptors.
Raptors exceeded expectation. Scotty Barnes, all-star. Brandon Ingram was good. Then in the playoffs, he sucked. But Colin Murray Boyles was a bright spot for them. RJ Barrett was really good in the playoffs for them. Quickly was hurt, but he was good. They just see a lot of expectations for some people. I thought they were going to be better. I thought they were going to be good. But I didn't expect them to be 5th seed, though. I didn't expect them to be the 5th seed. But they good and took the Cavs to 7 games. Probably should have won that series, if we being honest. I think they should.
If Brandon Ingram would have did anything, they probably would have swept them. If we being honest.
I think.
Or they would have won in 5.
I think the game 7, I think it called up to them like the offense just called up to them. It's like they just didn't have enough. They just didn't have enough offense.
Because Brandon Ingram wasn't giving them nothing.
And he was hurt. Because I feel like when it came down to stretch in game 7, they just had better offensive scores. You had the Donovan Mitchell. You had Jared Allen was hooping in game 7.
Yeah.
James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, like they just had another score. Like outside of Scotty, wasn't really all that. But then RJ Barrett, then it's like after that, who else really your go-to scorer?
Quickly was hurt.
Yeah, Quickly was hurt. So
if they would have just had Quickly, they would have won.
Because that was a deep man. What was that game? Was that game 3? That game was ugly when that was a super low scoring game. Ugh, yuck, that game was bad. That game was bad. But it was defense. Like the Raptors got great defense, but now we just waiting on Kawhi Leonard. See, hopefully he gets there. Okay, for the clip. 2025, 2026 power rankings. At number 20, I got the Golden State Warriors. At number 19, the Miami Heat. At number 18, the Los Angeles Clippers. At number 17, the Orlando Magic. At number 16, the Charlotte Hornets. At number 15, the Philadelphia 76ers. At number 13, the Portland Trailblazers. At number 13, the Phoenix Suns. At number 12, the Atlanta Hawks. And at number 11, the Toronto Raptors.
At 20, I got the Golden State Warriors. At 19, I got the Miami Heat. At 18, I got the Orlando Magic. At 17, I got the Charlotte Hornets. At 16, I got the Los Angeles Clippers. At 15, I got the Phoenix Suns. At 14, I got the Philadelphia 76ers. At 13, I got the Portland Trailblazers. At 12, I got the Atlanta Hawks. And at 11, I got the Toronto Raptors.
Last topic for the day. One hard hitting question for every Eastern Conference team. We're going to start in order. Let's start with your Detroit Pistons. What is your question for the Pistons this year?
Are we serious about winning?
Oh, wow.
That's my question because we still don't have Jalen Duren signed to a long-term contract. You guys made some decent moves in the offseason, but you didn't go get another scorer to pair next to Cade. So, and it's like Cade can only do so much by himself. So, and then on top of that, we still haven't seen Asuar take that next step in development offensively. Hopefully he does this year, but are we serious about winning? Because we were supposed to piggyback off our successful season, not last year, but the year before, and we didn't do it last year. So, and then the development of Asuar, yes, he got better defensively, but he was stagnant offensively. So the development, whoever is running the development program over there, didn't do his job. So it's like, are we serious about winning? We ain't got Jalen Duren locked in yet, and then there's talks about him wanting to leave. If that's your future big, that's one of the most promising young bigs in the game right now, and it's hard to come across very good bigs, young bigs at that. So, are we serious about winning?
Got straight to it. My question is Asuar Thompson, will he get a jump shot this year? Because I think they needed it. Because last year in the playoffs, there were times he had open jump shot. I know he took like a three in the corner and against the Cavs, but there were times like he'll get the ball and then he'll pass it up. And I think that hurt them down the line. And it kind of goes into what you said. Where's like they need another scorer. And if Asuar Thompson can get a jump shot, I think that can unlock some things for your Detroit Pistons this year.
Quick
But
question:
yes,
if he averages like what did he average last year? Let me look real
can I
quick.
guess 15? I'm guessing. I
Oh,
really don't know. I'm
I
guessing.
don't even
I
know if he
honestly
scored
don't.
15.
Uh,
No, bro, he scored 9. If he gets to like 12 or 13, where does that put them? Does that make him a way better team? Does it make him a little bit better? Like, in
I think
order
it's
for
a
him to
little bit
make,
better. I think
in order
Asor
for him to
Thompson.
make a, do you need to average like 15 in to make them really good, or
Can I be honest with you? I think Asor really should be giving y'all like 18 points per game. I think he has the talent to do it.
yeah, I do too.
I think he has the talent to average 18, bro. But he can't shoot, and he doesn't want to shoot the ball. Like he just passed the ball up. Like he'll get the ball, and then he'll be like, and then he'll just give it to Cade.
Bro, he literally got everything. He got the handle, athleticism, defense. He got it all.
So I that's my question. Is Asor Thompson gonna get a jump shot this year? Like I think that jump shot changes a lot for y'all because I want to ask you because I really don't remember. Were there times in the playoffs that JB Biggerstaff not benched him but took him out the game because he couldn't give us no offense? Really? Like, am I
Yeah,
tripping when I say that? Because
yeah.
I think
No, you're
that
not
happened, but
tripping.
I really don't remember.
Yeah, it was a couple of games where he didn't play.
Yes, I
I
thought
wouldn't
so.
I wouldn't say they not play like in total, but you know what I mean. Like he
Yeah,
subbed them out. He subbed them out
yeah.
for offensive purposes, and I feel like he should be out there on the floor every single possession. He shouldn't be getting subbed out, but his offense is so lackluster. It's like you got to sometimes.
Yeah, that's why I feel like you're too talented and too good enough to be taken out of the game just because you can't score. Like you're, and I think and it sucks for JB Bickerstaff because he knows he needs him on the court, but if
Hmm.
you ain't giving me nothing, it's like I'm in a bind right now. It's like, what do I do?
That's why Karis LeVert was playing a lot.
Yeah, you hated him last year.
Yeah, man.
So it's like I don't know, because I don't want JB Bickerstaff to be in a predicament like that ever again, where I have to take my best defensive player out and probably a top 3 defensive player in the league out just because he can't shoot a jump shot. It shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't, but you got to do what you got to do, bro. Like I don't want to take him out the game for like you said, Karis LeVert or Dennis Jenkins.
Yeah.
I don't. That's just me though. Next question. What's your question for the Boston Celtics?
For the Celtics, how can we stay competitive while building a championship roster around JT? Because I think they're not in the second apron right now, but they're close, ain't they? So how can we?
I think they're in the first. They might be in
They're
the
in the
first.
first.
They might be.
Yeah. So how can we reduce that, but still build a championship team around JT? Because um you got Mitch Robinson, who's injury prone. Kayla, who isn't that really good defensively as Mitch is. And then you still got Derek White. And then you got Paul George, who's older Paul George. So it's like this team that we're constructed right now. It's not championship. So how can we find a way to build a team around JT? Um, and be competitive and build this championship roster while trying to not spend that much bread. So
My question is, can Jason Tatum be the true number one on this team? All the past couple of years, I've always thought you was the number one, brother. I got your back no matter what. But now people are gonna be like, what are you gonna do now without JB, another superstar player next to you? Now you are the guy. You have to lead the team. It's not gonna be no 1A, 1B, or this
it's
day
only
I'm
one.
going crazy. Yeah, it's just only one now. Can you lead the team not by yourself, but can you be the true number one guy to lead this team back to the promised land? We have to wait and see, especially with how this team is constructed now. With no, I mean, Paul George, if you want to say he's a star, still, whatever. But with no superstar next to you now, it's like you're the guy. Can you lead this team and be that person this year? That's gonna be a lot of questions. And I know a lot of people hate Jason Tatum. I truly do. I know they do. They don't like him. That's fine. People are definitely gonna be hate watching and gonna be tracking if
Oh,
because
for
if
sure.
they're gonna
His
say,
first bad
yeah,
game. Oh my god.
it's not even
He
that.
t-
It's like because the Celtics won 55 games last year.
56.
56 games. If he don't even get to that, and if he gets lower to that, they're gonna say you're bad. They're gonna say you're a bad player. You suck. Your ass. You're not number one. Yada yada. And maybe that might not be the case, but that's exactly
Schedule
what
just
people are gonna
dropped.
say. Oh, it did.
Yeah,
In
just
any
it
game,
literally just dropped.
they did say at 2 o'clock. The most nationally televised games: Knicks 34, Spurs 34, Sixers 34, Lakers still at 34, and the Thunder got 30.
Now the Lakers, I'm surprised at. I think the Lakers should have been lower in that. To be
You
honest
think
with
so?
you.
It's the Lakers,
Yeah.
brother, and it's Luca.
Yeah, but Luca got more televised games than the Thunder. The Thunder should. I think it should be reversed. I think the Lakers should have 30, and the Thunder should have
But
34.
it's also the Lakers. It's the Lakers, though. Your boy Ja returns to Memphis. Oh, I think they said Ja plays first game like early. He plays the Grizzlies early.
Mm.
NBA revenge game. Jalen Brown returns to Boston on January 21st. Giannis, Milwaukee on January 20th. Kawhi in LA, if he's there, November 2nd. Ja, February 6th. Your boy LaMelo Ball, the day after Valentine's Day. I want to see all the rest of the nationally televised games though.
Yeah.
They said the Thunder have the easiest strength of schedule for the 26 season. Interesting. We'll talk about it more if they come up. Uh, what's your question for the New York Knicks?
For the New York Knicks, how and can we compete for a championship again? Um, I'm a big firm believer that in order to repeat, you gotta retool your roster. So the question for the Knicks is, can you compete again for a championship this year? Will you be able to compete for a championship again this year? The Eastern got better, a little bit better. So you go through those. If Kawhi's with the Toronto Raptors by the start of the season, can you beat the Raptors? Can you beat Philly? Can you beat Detroit? Because Detroit gives them problems. So can you beat the Cavs? I mean, I know you smacked them, but can you beat the Cavs? So the question with the Knicks is, can you compete for a championship again?
My question is, will the lack of no new moves hurt them during this season? You didn't really make no new moves. You only made moves that you already had. So you got the same players like you always talk about. You brought back the same team outside of Drummond. So will the lack of no new moves help them? Because you always talk about you gotta upgrade your roster if you want to possibly repeat. And they really didn't. I think that's gonna hurt them. And also another question: will Mitchell Robinson not being there actually hurt them down the line? I think he brought a lot. Rebounding, defense. He brought a lot for them. Hustle. Could that potentially
Shit.
hurt the Knicks?
Will you
Huh?
get a motivated cat? Because they haven't offered him an extension.
That's facts. Yeah, Cat got a lot to do though. Yeah, they don't. I mean, you said last week you ain't giving that man $68 million.
No, I ain't giving him 68, but I definitely would have offered him an extension.
So yeah, these lack of no moves will that hurt the Knicks, man? Because it probably will. It honestly probably will. Uh Next team, the Cleveland Cavaliers. What is your question for them?
Do we need to blow it up?
Oh wow.
Because because we just offered Donovan Mitchell all this money. And granted, he's shown up in the playoffs, but the last couple of years we have not done anything. We've been bounced out the playoffs. Yes, we made it to the ECF this year, but Mobley hasn't become the player that we need to become. And then now with the extension, let me see, because Mobley and Jared Allen, Mobley's contract is up 29 30 in the 2030 season. And then Jared Allen's is up 2028 2029 season. So um you offer those extensions, it's gonna be a lot of money on them books. So it's like, is it time to blow it up? Because we haven't been anywhere. The closest we've been to sniffing the finals is the ECF. So is it about that time to blow it up? Because once you offer all those guys that money, a lot of those four guys or those three guys are gonna take up a lot of money on your books. And are you gonna settle for just a second round and maybe another ECF or a first, second, maybe first round exit every single year? So is it time to blow it up?
My question for the Cavs is, I kind of have two. Who is going to be your small forward, and is this the right backcourt that can lead them to a championship? Is James Harden, Donovan Mitchell the right backcourt? Because Donovan Mitchell, like you said, played good. James Harden, on the other hand, whew, at this point, it's just like it's inevitable. It's gonna happen. So can this backcourt lead you to the promised land? Me personally, I don't think so. We see it every year. And also, like I said, who is your small four? Is Max Struz gonna be your small four? Are you still going after Jonathan Kaminga? Is are you still going after Peyton Watson? Like, who's gonna be your small forward? Because I feel like they need a defensive small forward. Like you said, Jonathan Kaminga
Yeah, three
defense,
and
Peyton
D.
Watson. They need that type of guys. Max Struz is just a shooter. They need more than that because we talked about it. Even if LeBron was going there, your defense in the backcourt was going to be kind of bad. So You need some type of not front line, but like a small forward that can play some defense. So those are basically my two questions. This comment, was it Lynn Harvey? I'm new to the NBA. Why can't I see fixtures for the past February 15th? I honestly don't know what you're talking about, brother. I'm not gonna lie. What do you know what he means by that?
I don't know if he means by like the games. That's the only thing I could think of. He talking about why he can't see games past February
Well, they
15th.
did just release, so it's probably gonna update probably later today, like every game and stuff like that. Hey, but brother, if you're new to the NBA, this is the place to be. We're gonna be here all NBA season long. It's gonna be heated debates. It's gonna be good debates. We're here every Thursday at 11:15 p.m.,
AM.
12:15 p.m. a.m., 11:15 a.m., 12:15 p.m. Eastern time, 9:15 a.m. LA time. Did something happen? Uh, Charles. Oh, okay, he's back. Is Charles back? I have no clue what happened to Charles. Now, why they didn't do this in order? Charles, you there? Oh, damn, brother. Why you don't got the charger? Hello? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
I hear you now. I hear you now.
Oh.
Why you don't got the charger? What the hell? What we doing?
The way my shit set up, I gotta like.
Oh
I'll tell
man.
you.
Okay, so they got all the nationally televised games. Can you guess real quick who has the least televised games?
The least. They are like a playoff team.
No.
The least televised game. The Brooklyn
Nationally
Nets
televised game. The Brooklyn Nets, where are they at? The
or the
Nets.
Kings.
Well, the Nets,
No, the
yeah, the
Grizzlies.
Nets.
Grizzlies. No, I can see Cam. So yeah, probably the Nets. The Nets. I'm gonna
Well,
go with
the
the Nets.
Nets, Grizzlies, Kings, and the Pelicans and the Bucks have the least amount of televised games. They only have two.
Mm, mm.
The Bulls have three.
I ain't gonna watch none of them.
Your
Nah,
Hornet,
that's cap. I'll probably watch the Bulls. Nah, what? They probably don't televised games like that. Televised, do they?
your your ride or die Wizards have six.
That makes sense.
Don't
AJ,
worry though. We'll
AJ
be watching.
alone
We'll be watching them on League Pass though. It's all good.
for
You're gonna be
sure.
watching them every night. League Pass.
But no, legit for sure.
Hey, when we get to a topic like that, probably later, we gonna talk about like who's our League Pass teams. I already know they're gonna
Mm,
be out there. What else? Portland has 11.
mm.
Pacers have 11. This might be a little interesting. I don't know, or this might be right. Houston has 21. Think that should be
Yeah,
higher or about right?
I think it should. I think they should be a little bit higher.
I would say probably 25.
25. Yeah,
Is this high or too low? Warriors have 28.
that's too high.
You know that's because of Steph, Lokita.
Yeah,
Your Pistons have 19. I honestly think
that
that
should be
might be a little
higher.
bit low. Yes.
That should be higher. I would give them like the Rockets like 21 or like 23 or something like that.
What about this one? Cavs have 17.
20, I'll give them 20. They should have like 20.
Nuggets have 28.
I ain't mad at that one.
Celtics have 27.
That's too much.
You
That's
think
too
so?
much for them.
Hmm.
I think they should have like 21, 19 or something like that.
The Miami Heat have 25.
I can see that.
Your Timberwolves have 27.
That's cool. Because we going to want to see LaMelo and Ant.
And let me see. That's another Dallas. This might be. Is this high? Dallas has 21.
Yes, that's too
They
damn
have
high.
more than the Cavs. Dallas has more than the Cavs.
That's too high, bro.
That's kind of crazy, bro.
That's legit
Dallas?
for Coop. That's legit for Coop.
Man.
And they don't even got no. Nah, they team all right, but
More than the Cavs, though?
nah, they shouldn't have more than the Cavs.
Nah. Not more than. I'm not with that. They got the same amount as the Rockets and Kevin Durant, bro. That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. And of course, like we said earlier, Knicks, Sixers, Knicks, Sixers, Spurs got the most at 34. And LA with 34 games nationally televised. And then with the Thunder with 30. You think I don't know if it's because the Raptors don't got Kawhi, but they only got 7.
Yeah, I think that's because they don't know about Kawhi yet. Because if they would have known Kawhi was on that team before all this stuff happened, I think they probably would have got more than that for sure.
I think they probably would have got 17, like the Cavs. Or honestly, they probably would have gave them 20, but because you're giving Dallas 21 more than a Cleveland team that got a lot of really good players. It's
that
like
just went to the ECF too.
Yeah, that's actually kind of crazy in my opinion. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's keep going because then we can leave the Toronto Raptors. What's your question for them? I'm not gonna lie. What if we got the same question? Will this Kawhi Leonard situation be a distraction?
No, mine was can Scotty be the best player because of that whole Kawhi. So like if Kawhi don't go there, then can Scotty be your best player on a championship team? I think Scotty's a really good number 2. I don't know if he could be a number 1 though. I don't know.
I mean, he was a number 1 last year and led them to Game 7 of a first round series.
Was he really the number 1? I don't think he was really number 1. I think
Was he the real? My bad. Was he the number 1 player, or was you talking about scoring option? Because I think if that's the case, it's a different story. Okay, then.
Something about scoring option.
I got you. Okay. Yes, I got you. I'm with you.
I think last year he was like the number 2 option.
I got you. I think you're talking about like number 1, like best player or something. Yeah, because he was obviously the best player. Man, I look back now and I remember we was talking about like him and Brandon Ingram, who was gonna be number 1, and Scotty was clearly, honestly, the best player on that team.
Yeah,
he was clearly the best player. Like it was the fact that we even thought about like it was a conversation, and it's like, yeah.
I feel like that's because of what Brandon Ingram did in the playoffs. Like I feel like if he would have killed during the playoffs, it'd be a different discussion.
But yeah, my question is, will this Kawhi Leonard situation be a distraction for the team? We don't know. Kawhi Leonard could be suspended. He could have his contract voided. We don't know. And will it hurt them? Because all they're going to be talking about is, because let's just hypothetically say it doesn't happen right now. Then they're going to be saying, man, Brandon Ingram, how are you feeling being? Then it's like, oh, that's a distraction. They're going to ask the coach. They're going to ask the players. They're going to ask management questions like that. Is that going to be a distraction for the team? And could that hurt them after having a low-key successful season the first year with these new players if all healthy? So, and it could happen, you don't know. So that's my question for the Raptors. Will Kawhi Leonard's trade be a distraction for the team? The Atlanta Hawks. What's your question for them?
My question for the Atlanta Hawks, well, I got 2 questions. Mm-hmm. What are we doing with Kingston Flemings?
Mm.
And then two, can Jalen Johnson be our number one option and best
That's kind
player
of my question.
if we want
Yeah.
to win?
That's my question. Yeah, that's kind of my that Kingston one I wasn't thinking of, but it's kind of my question was kind of the same thing. Will Jalen Johnson take a better offensive leap than last year because he did struggle in the playoffs? There were times he struggled, and he didn't play like how he kind of was in the regular season. So
Hmm.
will he adjust his game and play better? Because I think he's a really good player. It's just when it gets to that playoffs times, like when you played against the Knicks, you kind of like you struggle. And will he take an offensive lead, like shooting wise and stuff like that? I think he could pass pretty good, obviously attack the rim. But that shooting, I think that has to be better. So will he take the offensive lead? And honestly, I could say the same thing about Dyson Daniels. Will he ever take an offensive lead? I don't know. Like if Dyson Daniels, like, bro, I mean, he was doing the same thing, bro. He was passing up shots, but at least he was shooting. He just was bricking. I mean, he was bricking. So that's my question for the Hawks. The Philadelphia 76ers. What's your question for them?
What are we doing with VJ?
Hmm.
Um, and then the other one is like a future question. What are we gonna do after
Gotcha.
LeBron? But
Hmm.
for this season, what are we doing with VJ? Because VJ had a very promising rookie season. He shot the ball really well. He played really well. Now you add LeBron and Jalen Brown, his role looks way different now. So what are we gonna do with VJ? Are we just gonna turn him into a 3-and-D corner shooter? Because last year he was running pick and rolls. He was doing a lot of things last year. So what are we doing with VJ?
I know you. I remember we talked about this when LeBron, when the breaking news happened, and we talked about it that night, that Friday night. Where's the defense gonna come from? I'm still kind of iffy on that defense, bro. Joel Embiid is a little bit hurt, not hurt, but a little bit older. His defense isn't the same as he once was. Uh, LeBron James the same way. What is he gonna? How is he gonna play? How is he gonna be on the defensive end? VJ, I think is gonna be okay. Jalen Brown, I think he's gonna be solid. Same with Tyrese Maxey. If that's the case, you got three players that really aren't the best defenders. Where is that gonna come from? How is the defense gonna work on that team? I think offensive wise is gonna be cool. I think LeBron James will orchestrate that to the T. But I'm still kind of worried on that defense. But I do want to see at least 10 games of how this looks. And also I got another question. It's a lot of shot creators on this team. So how does that work?
Mm-hmm.
I think you can answer that too if you want. It's a lot. You got like four shot creators. If we're being honest, you got five. You got five shot creators.
Um,
How does that work? How is that going to
I
work?
think I think the best way to look at it is like the All Star game and the
Hmm.
USA basketball. I think that's how
Yes.
LeBron is gonna make it work. Cause you got Maxey, you got Jalen Brown, you got Embiid, and you got VJ. Even though VJ is not an All Star, but you got
Yes.
four quality other guys that can actually hoop and put the ball in the basket. So I think LeBron role is gonna be like his role on Team USA. He's gonna take over when he needs to, but for the most part, he's gonna get everybody else going. I think if anything, Jalen Brown is gonna be like their like not go to scorer, but like he's gonna be the one that's really like um going off the dribble and stuff like that.
It's going to be
Um,
very interesting how this
yeah, it is.
looks.
Yeah, it is.
I'm excited to see how it looks too. I'm very excited. Hey, real quick, side question. Where does Joel Embiid ranked as LeBron's best teammate ever?
Ooh, I can't
Mm.
put him above D Wade because him and D Wade won multiple championships. I could put him over AD though, even though they won a chip. I could put him over AD. I could put him over AD. Um,
Is he
Kyrie.
over Luca?
Ooh.
Mm.
He's over Kyrie. He's over AD. Mm.
Me personally, I think Luca is his best player, his best teammate he's ever played with.
I'm only going D Wade one because they won multiple chips. Uh,
That's fine. I have no problem with that. I'm just going off the
Luka. Yeah,
player.
I'm going Luka 2, and then probably Embiid 3. My gut telling me Embiid 2 though, but
I think it's Embiid too. I'm just looking at the player. Like looking at Luka. Luka was amazing next to LeBron. D Wade was amazing. Obviously, AD amazing. Kyrie amazing. Now we got Embiid, even though we haven't seen it. But so far, I'm just going off what
I
he's
think
done.
Embiid gonna be low key. I think he probably gonna be because LeBron ain't never played with a big that dominant though. Like he played with AD, who was really good, but he's never played with a big like Joel Embiid.
He played with Shaq.
That Shaq was old as hell. Shaq was old as hell.
Man.
Shaq
Hey,
I
man.
think Shaq wasn't even playing like 20 minutes.
Was he? Was he really not playing 20 minutes back then? He had to play at least.
I think he's playing like right under 20.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Let's see.
No,
he's playing 23. He's playing 23 minutes.
How much he average?
12 and 6 rebounds.
Ugh.
Still giving you a block.
12 and 6 with a block. Interesting. Wow, LeBron really got the washed up Shaq.
Yeah.
Hey, if he at least had Miami Heat Shaq, fuck around could have won.
If he would have had Phoenix Shaq.
Hey, how much he averaged real quick?
Phoenix Shaq, his last year in Phoenix, he averaged 17 and 8, and he was an all-star and made the all-NBA team.
Yeah.
And he played 75 games.
Yeah.
If he would have had that Shaq, LeBron he could have made some noise. Yeah, he could have made some noise.
Hey man, they ain't got washed up Shaq. Oh, let's move on. The Orlando Magic. What's your question for them?
Who do you believe in can lead us to the glory? Because you still got Franz there. Him and Paulo been in trade talks for the longest. So who are you choosing? Because one of them gotta go. So who are you choosing to lead you to the glory? Are you going to choose Paulo, who's a playoff riser, or are you going to choose Franz? Because they obviously like Franz for whatever reason. I don't know. But
you think so?
Yeah, because they ain't traded him yet. He should have been gone home. If we being honest. So it's like, who do you believe in can lead us to the glory?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie though. If they don't win, but if they don't make it far this year, I think they gotta get rid. I think they gotta blow this shit up. Like with those two, they got to, bro. Because at this point, bro, we've already reached our ceiling. We're just a first round merchant. Like that's all we got.
Franz for Jalen Duren.
Would you do that? Who y'all sending?
If I'm not, I mean, you can go get you can throw Wendell weak ass in there. What? Let me take it back. Wendell is solid. He's solid. I just think that he should be. No, wait. He's a solid player. I just think that he should be better than what he's doing. That's all. Because when he was at Duke, I thought he was going to come into the league and he was on excel, but he's been mid. So he's a solid player. I thought he was going to be better than that. But like Franz and Wendell for Jalen Duren and whatever else, you got to make the money work.
Bro, I can't tell you would think Wendell's solid with the way you be talking about him. I can't tell.
And then with Franz, you got Cade, and you got Franz, who's Franz is how much does Franz average? Does Franz average 20?
I think so. I think he averages 20.
So you got another 20 point per game score. And then you get a decent big in Wendell, so your defense is not going to drop that much. So
you got two players that can't shoot in that starting lineup though, and Asuar and Franz. That's gonna be Asuar and Franz.
But at least Franz is giving me 20 a game. I mean, he shot 34% from 3 last year, so that ain't bad.
Bro, the way he be shooting, bro, he be a little bit short. I'd be like, bro.
Yeah, I know. So at least he take them though.
And that's another ball creator on the team, on the starting lineup at
Yeah,
least. That's
so
another shot creator, a shot creator, low key. That's what y'all missing. Another, just a shot creator. Like Franz he can
so
somewhat shoot, but
the Magic get a better center, and then they probably gonna grab a shooter from either Kevin Herter or Duncan Robinson. So you get another shooter to pair with Paulo.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I'm thinking like you got Jalen Suggs. You got Desmond Bain. Remember that we're starting Duncan, Paulo, Dan Duren. Ugh, I don't know.
Duncan ain't
I,
gotta start. He doesn't
I
have
don't
to
know.
start.
Okay, then who is that fifth starter then? Who is that
So let me
guy?
see. Would it'd be Jalen, Paulo, Desmond,
Duren.
Duran.
Who is your
Um,
fifth starter? Are we
you can go
started?
Anthony Black.
I was gonna
You can
ask.
go
You want to
Anthony
do the
Black.
2 point guard lineup?
Yeah, because Anthony Black is what 6'6", 6'7", 6'8". So
Are
you
we
can put him
starting?
at point.
What about
Put
Tristan da
Jalen at
Silva?
two. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
Nah.
Put Jalen at the two, and then have or Desmond at the two. Well,
No,
Desmond
Desmond
and
being
they're
but
three.
is Desmond? Can he play the three? Like if he has to say guard, say
He big enough and strong enough to. He just ain't tall enough.
like if it gets to playoffs, you gotta say guard, say Paul George or Jason Tatum, and then you gotta guard LeBron and stuff like that. Or then he gotta guard, say, an OG or
Oh,
something. It's
Desmond
like
Bain 6'6". I thought he
he
was
don't
shorter
look
than that.
six
He's
six.
6'6".
He don't
Yeah,
look
he don't.
6'6".
I
He
thought
don't
he
look.
look like he
I thought
about
he was like
6'3",
6'4".
6'4".
Yeah, I thought he was
Yeah.
like 6'4", and he got them short ass arms too. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like that's kind of an ugly trade. I don't know.
I think it'll work.
Does it really work? Does that both sides?
I
If
think
I'm
it
looking
will.
at, do I come out and be like, all right, I'm decent, I'm good from both sides?
You
Does it
got
look
you gotta
good?
find that last. If you're the Magic though, you gotta find that last starting spot.
Very interesting. But yeah, my question for the Magic is: can they stay freaking healthy? Every year, one of them gets hurt. Every year, one of them
Really,
gets
every
hurt,
year, yeah.
and then when they get hurt, they go downhill. They're a good team when they're healthy, but when they're not, they go downhill. Can one of them
They,
just stay healthy for a year? Well, actually,
they
can
shit.
both of them stay healthy?
They shit is like when two like women are living together and they periods sync up. That's how they shit is with their injuries. As soon as one get injured, and they be having the same injuries. The last 2 years
Yeah.
they didn't have the same injuries, Jay.
What was it? What was that injury? Was that last year or the year before? It was it was something in the abdomen. I think it was something
I think
there.
was that this year? Well, was that
Was that
last
this
year? The
year?
abdomen? Yeah, I think the abdomen was this year.
Was that this year? It was something, but you're right. They did have the same injury though. I think it
Two
was the
years in a
ab.
row.
That's crazy, bro. They need both of them. Like they need both of them to like, especially like to really go far. And then I think you definitely need both of them to be playoff risers. We've seen Paulo be a playoff riser. I've already said I think Paulo is a really good playoff riser. It's just can Franz do the same thing? Man, after they won that game one, I was like, these niggas got a chance. These niggas got a chance. Then they started selling. Oh man, Paulo needs some help. Charlotte Hornets. What's your question for them?
Did we mess up trading LaMelo Ball?
Oh
And
wow.
can Brandon Miller and Con Knipple lead us to the promised land? Because with you trading LaMelo Ball, that's basically saying Brandon Miller and Con Knipple, we believe in you. And so now that leaves the question that Brandon Miller, can you be one? Can you be our number one option? Can you be our go-to player? Can you be our best player? And Con, can you be our second best player? So did we mess up trading LaMelo Ball, and can Brandon Miller and Con Knipple lead us to the promised land?
My question is, who is going to be the go-to scorer now on this Hornets team? Is it going to be
It
Brandon
gotta
Miller
be
or is it going to be
Brandon.
Con
It
Connect?
gotta be Brandon. It gotta because I think
Mm.
Brandon averaged 20. I think
Did he?
Brandon Con averaged like 18, didn't he?
I think it was around 17, 18, something around there. I think it was something
Yeah,
around
I
there.
think Brandon. I
But
think Brandon averaged 20 last year.
but this is increased roles now, and they're counting on these two to be the leaders of the team and to lead the team in scoring. But who's going to be that lead scorer? Who's gonna be that go-to guy on that team? I think when it comes to go-to, I think it will be Brandon Miller. I do believe that, but who's gonna be the lead scorer on this team? Or could
Yeah,
Loki?
he averaged 20.
Could it be Nas Reed or Kobe White on the lows of low keys? Could it? I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. Could it though?
No,
Could Kobe
I
White
think
be
it's
a
gonna be
lead scorer
Brandon.
on the team?
He could. I don't think he's gonna average more than Khan. I think it's gonna go. Well, shit, I don't know. Because he averaged 17. Well, he got traded last
Because
year.
Kobe has a chance of being a 20-point per game scorer. He can do it.
Shit, he already averaged 20.
That's
when
what
he
I'm
was in Chicago.
saying. That's what I'm saying. So, like, who's gonna be the leading scorer on this team with no LaMelo no more? Like, who's
I
gonna be
think it's
that
gonna
guy?
go Khan. I do think it's gonna. I'm not Khan. Brandon Miller, Khan, and
Kobe.
Kobe. Yeah.
Hey man, I know you hate. I know you don't like it, but gee, when I hear the names, bro, that team, the starters at least, that ain't bad, bro. That starting five is not the worst. Kobe,
Was it better? Is it better than they starting five last year?
Hell no. Well, hold on. Wait a minute. Actually,
no.
No. I take that back.
No,
Never. I had to think for a minute. No, I almost tweaked. No, but Kobe White, Khan, Brandon, Nas, and Diabate, your guy. That's not bad. I think that's not bad. I think Kobe White and Nas Reed aren't the sexy name, but they're two really good players.
Yeah.
So, hey, I've seen Nas Reed hooped in some Hornets gear, but we couldn't see. Who did we say that wasn't hooping in Hornets Sixers gear? Who we talking about?
Brown.
No, we were. But who were we talking about? Oh, Anthony Davis. We were talking about Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I see. What's his name? Hooping some Hornets gear. If you was on one of the teams, would you hoop in something every time you went to practice?
Yeah.
Man, sometimes you just gotta wear a black beater, man. Sometimes you gotta wear a white beater too.
If I'm running late to practice or something like that, I probably will wear something like a beater or something different or whatever like that. But 9 times out of 10, like I'm wearing some type of team gear.
I've seen LaMelo hooping some Timberwolves gear. All right, man. We got 6 more teams left. The Miami Heat. What's your question for them?
Can Giannis carry us like Jimmy did? Because we seen Jimmy take that boo-boo roster to the finals. Can Giannis carry us the same way like Jimmy carried us?
That is a great question, and you know what? I don't think he can.
I don't think he can either.
I don't think he can. No offense to Giannis. He's great. I just don't think he can. And you know what's so funny? I honestly think they might have. It's still a wait and see. I think this roster low-key might be a little bit better though than some of those teams, but I still don't believe he will.
It is.
I still don't think Giannis can though. That's a great question. Because Jimmy, man, every time I hear
Jimmy,
I get chills, bro. Because that sequence when he came down and dunked the ball, then he hit that 3 and Drew Holiday face. I get chills every time I watch that video. Every time, bro. Because he lit, bro. He was BTAing the freaking Milwaukee Bucks in that first round. Man. Oh, I still say it to this day. Jimmy, one of the greatest playoff performers we've ever seen. Like, this is facts. He's one of the greatest we've ever seen. To take 2 weak-ass teams to finals.
And never got a chance to win one, dude. Well, he did have a chance, but not really.
He wasn't going to beat no Lakers or no Nuggets, though. He wasn't beating those teams, bro. Those teams were just better. Like, David. I do believe that, Daniel probably thought they had a chance after they tied that series 1-1 against the Nuggets, but then the Nuggets won. But then they won them 2 games in Miami. It's like, come on now.
If they would have split, maybe.
You think so? If they would split 2-2?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Because it would have been. Well, it depends on which game they won. Like, if they would have lost the first game and then won the second game, I still think they would have had more. I think they would have had momentum. But if they would have lost the first game, if they would have won the first game and lost the second, I think the Nuggets would have had momentum. So it all depends. But
you think the Nuggets still would have won?
Depending on how that split went, Because if Miami would have came in there with momentum into going to the Nuggets home, I can see them winning one in Denver, Jen. So,
Jamal Murray was really good in that series too, and Christian Brown played. He was hooping. I think they was running like 8-man rotation too. Man, it's crazy. You look back. This was like, what was this? We're in 26 now. That was 3 years ago. That Nuggets team was good. Now we look now, it's like, what are we doing? Like, they had a really good team. Like, they had a really good roster. And now it's like, ugh, what are we doing? Like, I don't even know who your bench really is at this point. My question for the Heat is, where does the playmaking come from? Giannis, obviously, he can somewhat playmake, but he's not a like playmaker. You have Andrew Wiggins, he's not a playmaker. Davion Mitchell really isn't a point guard. Bam can pass to an extent, but he's not a playmaker. Where is this playmaking going to come from with no, like, say, legit point guard? Like, that's going to be a question that might actually hurt them in some games this year. And if they do go to the playoffs, which I think they will go to the playoffs, that actually might hurt the Heat. So my question is, where does the playmaker come from Miami Heat? My question, well, next team, the Milwaukee Bucks. What's your question for them?
Who's our future and who do we build around? Because you got a lot of young guys that are talented. You got Yaka Chunis, you got Braden Burries, you got Nate Ament, you got Ryan Rollins, you got Tyler Hero, you got Khalil Ware, but none of those guys scream superstar. None of those guys scream star. Maybe Burries, maybe Nate Ament, maybe. But who do we build around? Who's our future? So
my question is that we kind of answered earlier when we was talking about the Bucks. Who's not going to play? Yeah, too many guys. Like, someone's not going to play that's a good player that won't play. Like, I mean, like you said earlier, it could be KPJ, Burries, Gary Trent, but someone's not going to play. And it's going to be like, is it going to be Karis LeVert? Is it going to be Nate Ament, who we think is like just a solid player? Could Braden Burries not play? Who knows? Like, someone's not going to play for this good team because they got a lot of decent players. So, and that might start something with egos and stuff like that. Who knows? But someone's not going to play. So who's going to play for this Bucks team this coming up year? I honestly, I mean, I know, but I don't know. 4 more teams, brother, then we can leave. Chicago Bulls. What's your question for them? I don't even want to hear
My question for the Chicago Bulls. When are we gonna take this serious? When are we gonna get our act together? Because we don't draft well. We finally had a good offseason where we made decent moves, but we still need to make better moves. We give players who don't deserve contract extensions. So when are we gonna get serious? When are we gonna get our stuff together? Because you guys have made too many bad moves over the years.
I think they've already started to be serious,
though. I drafted Burrow at 15.
Oh, wow. Okay. My question for the Bulls, can Tiago develop Caleb Wilson? Can he help develop him into being like this superstar talent that we think he is? If Tiago can develop Caleb Wilson to this guy, the Bulls will be a very good team. Not very good team, but a good team this year. And I think Tiago can develop Caleb Wilson to being the next superstar in Chicago, Illinois. That's really my question. Hey, did you see that comment from Norman Powell? When he said, we have a chance to be a really good team, but we also have a chance to be a really bad team.
Really bad team, yeah. You saw him and Bobby Portis going at it?
Oh, yeah. Because what did he say? He thought he was going to stay in Miami or something. But what did he say about Bobby Portis? Like, what was...
He was basically saying Bobby Portis was the throw-in.
He's not lying. But you know
Bobby
what?
talking
I
about some.
think,
I'm an NBA champion. Dude. I said, all right, bro. You a
but
little too
low key
slick to
though,
care.
when we always think of like the throwing guy, they are kind of like not like all that. So I kind of get it though. But it's like you kind of was to throw in, but you
He
not
was.
though.
He was He was the throw in for sure. He was the throw in for sure. He's still a good player. Don't take away from the fact he's a good player, but you was definitely a throw in, bro. Let's be
They did
real.
it because they needed that enforcer next to Giannis. Like if something gonna happen, Bobby Bobby, go enforce, man. Let three more. Next team, the Brooklyn Nets. Can I start?
Yeah, go ahead.
My question is, when will the fire sale start? We know they're gonna blow this show up. We know what's gonna happen. We know they most likely go trade like Julius Randle at one point. They probably go trade Michael Porter Jr. They talking about they haven't had no contract decision hasn't gone nowhere, so they might trade him. When is the fire
Who?
sale? Michael Porter Jr. They said
Mike
the
Porter.
Nets.
Oh.
Yeah, they said that they haven't really come to no agreement on the extension. It hasn't gone anywhere. So it's like if that's the case, you might as well trade him. Get something back for him. He's a good player. Might as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my question. When will this fire sale start? Because we know y'all gonna blow it up. It's gonna be a bad team again. So you know what's
I had
crazy?
the
They don't
same
have their
question.
pick this year.
You could trade me and go get. Ooh, if they can be somehow not mid, but like not as, but like in that range where they can fight for that number one pick, they can go get Tyron Stokes.
They
That's
don't
a guy
have their
from
pick this
Kansas.
year. I heard.
I'm saying if they trade Michael Porter, if
Oh,
they
I got
trade
you.
him and get a first round pick, and then some way somehow you can get Tyron Stokes, him and Michael Brown, that's a start of a good team, a good rebuild.
So
But I
yeah,
had the
when,
same question. I had the same question.
when was the fire sale start?
Hmm.
Because it's gonna be Michael Brown, Igor, Michael Porter, Julius Randle, and Dayron Sharp. And you know what's funny? Dayron Sharp is gonna be like that low key good fantasy player this year. Like he's gonna be solid. He's gonna
Bro,
be
he's a
solid
double
as hell.
double machine. He a double double machine
He's gonna be solid.
if he stay healthy.
He's gonna be that guy I look and I'm like, why did Charles take that nigga knowing damn well he wasn't looking at him?
And that man gonna be getting me damn near 40 fantasy points.
Hey, you know what's funny? You gonna put that motherfucker right on the bench too.
Nah, it depends on who else I got as my bigs. It depends on who else I got as my bigs.
You gonna put him right on the bench. You gonna put him right on the bench. Next team, Indiana
I'm gonna trade
Pacers.
him to
What's your
Trail.
No, Trail he got to send that money this year right up front, or that nigga ain't gonna be in there. I ain't got time for that this year, bro. Nah, we ain't doing that. No. Next team, the Indiana Pacers. What's your question for them?
I got two. I got two questions. One, will Tyrese Halliburton come back the same Tyrese Halliburton?
That's my question.
And then my next question was that finals appearance a fluke? Now your team looks different from what it was when you got to the finals. Now Tyrese is back a year removed from injury. Can you guys make it back to the finals, or was that just a fluke?
Yeah, my question is, how would Tyrese Halliburton come back off the Achilles? It's been what
A year and some change.
I'm gonna say about 16 months, maybe
Hmm.
about 16 months since he's had the injury. He said the NBA started today, he could play. I believe him. I saw a man do a what was that
You
between
saw
the
him hooping
legs?
at the Miami Pro Am.
No, I did not. He was hooping.
Yeah, yeah, he was. I think they say he dropped like 50. So he was hooping. He was playing hard too. I get, he was playing hard because he ain't played basketball in so long. So it's like this was his first time really playing basketball again. So
Love to see it, man. And he got married. He's on a mission this year, man. I love to see it. But now though, how will he play? Coming back, like is he gonna be the same? Is he going to be rusty to start off, which probably most likely will? Can he even actually be better off the Achilles injury? I saw Jason Tatum come off the injury and he looked amazing, but it caught up to him that he just couldn't stay healthy during the playoffs. But yeah, that's my question. Will Tyrese Halliburton come back? How will he come back off the Achilles? And the last team, the Washington Wizards. What is your question for your ride or die team?
do we really believe in AD? I know they talked about um extending AD. But the thing is, AD acts like he doesn't want to be there. And then on top of that, you still have AJ you have to worry about and developing all these other young guys. So if you focus too much on AD, it could take away from those other guys. So do we really believe in AD?
Last question. AD said he go play 82 games this year. I know he lying, but can he stay healthy? If
Do you
AD gets
believe in him?
hurt, Charles, you might as well take that team off your favorites, man, from your league pass.
Nah, I'm still taking AJ still playing, so
It ain't gonna be the same.
no, it's not. As long as he give us, I'm cool. He gotta give us 60 something.
60.
As long as he give us 60 something games, I'm cool.
I think 60 is cool. If he can get 60, I'm cool.
Give us 60, 65, 67. I'm good. I'm good.
Well, we're being honest. We need 20 plus from AD so he can see this team is healthy, so he won't ask for a trade.
That too.
He want to leave and shit. He want to leave on the low key. I'm convinced. I'm truly convinced he wants to leave on the lows of low keys.
I don't know why, bro. You have a chance to return back to Anthony Davis, MVP Anthony Davis, how you was in New Orleans. Because if we it's AJ team future wise, but right now, this is your team, dog. You are the alpha dog. You are the number one. You are the go-to option, dog. You can return to if you return back to MVP Anthony Davis, and you got Trae Young, who's a dog. You got AJ, and you got all these other dogs on this roster, bro. Y'all can make some serious noise, bro. Y'all can beat a lot of teams if you put in that work, Jay.
Last question. Is this out? I'm not gonna say LeBron, but is this the best point guard he's ever played with?
He had Rondo. He had Drew.
He did have Rondo. He did have
Drew.
I'm not counting Bron because I know he can do point guard, but
nah, this not the best point guard. I think the best point guard he can play with was either Rondo or Drew.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
Trae really good though. There ain't no knock against Trae.
Yeah. Can AD stay healthy this year? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. But that's it for us. That's it for the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to Full Court Entertainment Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook. And if you want to hear me and Charles yap for 3 hours and 31 minutes, we are also on the audio versions. We are also on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Again, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to all our videos. Thank you to everybody that at least talked to the chat, Santos Lopez and Lee Harvey for saying something. Shout out to the 27 people that stayed in the chat majority of the stream for 3 whole hours. Y'all love hearing us yap, and I love y'all too. Until next time. Oh yeah, make sure you guys hype up the videos that puts our videos out there and puts us in the algorithm. And again, like our videos on everything. And again, the NBA schedule is here. That means NBA basketball is almost back, but also football is officially back tonight. So we will get into more football content later down the line. Probably next week. It might be a Shedeur Sanders heated debate. You never know. But until then, we will see you guys next time. See y'all later. Peace out. Bye.